Well, all good things must come to an end, and I really enjoyed your company today. Now, to take a look at those persons who are celebrating their birthday, we have Nadine Darby. Oh, you have a great day today. Ken Nelson, yes, Ken Nelson, who used to work at JBC, right, is also associated with Jazz in the Gardens. Lydia Gail Simpson, yeah, how you do? And of course, my sister, DSP Elsa Smith. You have a wonderful day, Elsa. Yes. I'll see you later. Much thanks to the staff and the management of Omega Radio. And of course, I want to say thanks to Pastor Boyne and also the sponsors of this program. I want to definitely thank you very much for the support that you have been giving to this program. And just want to remind my listeners that this hour was sponsored by Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. I want to leave you with this one. And can you imagine this? A man who is on holiday without his wife wrote to his wife to say, I'm enjoying the time of my life. I wish you were here. The problem is, he left the E off, HERE. So his wife read, I wish you were her.
The Omega Radio Network. Wake up! This is Chopper Ranks, and you're listening to the Omega Radio Network. And
this is Bishop John Wayne Manning, Senior Pastor from the Omega Church International Ministry. Good morning.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
BML Auto Limited, your auto parts store of choice. Your satisfaction is our priority. We sell everything auto except the gas. Visit our stores, 114C Hagley Park Road, Kingston, 24 Caledonia Road, Bandiville, 16 Main Street, Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth. Contact us at 876-618-2781. The time by B-Mul Auto is 1 p.m.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
It's now time for Jamaica's first and the number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk. Call us and let us have a discussion.
All right, then, greetings and salutations from wherever in the world you are. Welcome to another day on the Sports Desk. The name is Orville.
Yeah, the name is Christopher Zidane Matthews, and we go up until 3 p.m. When is the cricket?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow's the
West
cricket.
Indies play the second test tomorrow.
And it's a day night game, so it begins when?
No man, it's a day game.
It's a day game.
The
only
day
night
night
game is the one
is the
in
one at
Jamaica.
Savannah.
Oh, big up Bobsy Grange then. She allowed the only day night game.
Speaking of cricket, the first test, before we even said that, my understanding, I hear Ruston himself saying it, that it is unlikely that there'll be any changes to the West Indies team for that second test tomorrow, which means both John and Craig will hang on to their game.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, they'll go back with Warwick. We won't see any changes. Steve Smith comes back, which is not great news.
Yeah. Sweetie bagging us. West Indies is usually him sweetie bagging them, make the most runs, average the most against them.
Yes, he's a very dangerous batsman generally, but against them, the commander, boy, you have to out.
What is the pitch? What are the pitches usually like in Grenada?
I can't remember. The Grenadian pitches are not known. I can't remember. And I tell you, the Caribbean pitches are not what they used to be, where you can predict what it will be going into a game. We know one time you go down to Trinidad, the thing would spin. You go down to Antigua, it will be flat. You go down to Barbados, it will be like life. Yeah. Nowadays, you take what you get, basically.
All right. Well, let's see. Still at home.
Yeah. The India-England game currently on. I was watching that this morning. India gone 310 for 5 batting first with Shubman Gill. In his second test as captain, has scored his second century. So clearly captaincy not mattering to him at all. But what I found a little bit strange was Bumrah. Bumrah is not only India's best bowler, but arguably the best bowler in the world. Bumrah said from the start of the series, he's only going to play
3 games. Mm-hmm.
Which is something we not think him should have said. Don't let the opposition know, say,
you will own it.
You're not going to do that. That's just handing a psychological edge. Let them worry and fret about you going into a game. Let them plan for you and then you don't show. But there's a week and odd since the first test ended. Mm-hmm. And he's opted not to play the second test. Apparently he wants to play test 1, 3, and 5. Now the third test is at Lords. And every cricketer in the world
want to play at
Lords. But you done 1-0 in the series. You don't play the second test. And if you bring them 1-1 and miss Lords, then so be it. But me don't know if me like that. I don't know if I was the Indian management team, him could tell me that him could pick and choose which 3 him gonna play. All right, so work management, load you can't play all 5. Fine. But we've lost the first test, we're down 1-0. You had more than a week's rest between test 1 and test 2. Me want you for that test match. I prefer for us to go into Lords 1-all than 2-0 down. So I'm not sure where modern cricket is going. It don't make no sense to me. The fast bowlers back in the day used to play all 5 tests.
Yes, on the trot.
On the trot. I don't know about them modern day something. But it is what it is.
All right, that's fair. All right, 615-2841. That's 615-2841 or 676-6968. And for the New York Knicks supporters, it seems as if Mike Brown, they fired them big coach, carry them, got 2 conference finals or a conference finals and in the playoffs or multiple years. So Mike Brown is the one who it appears that will get the job. I think that's a decent coach to get. He has been showing some quality in his NBA career as a coach. So decent coach you're getting over there, Diego, in New York. Let's see what it all pans out next season.
Yeah, and the numbers you know by now, 615-2841. So get in early, because remember, as of tomorrow, we carry the cricket live, which means technically after tomorrow there'll be no more sports desk for the rest of the week. Mm-hmm. We carry the cricket live as bramble as the West Indies is. I don't think we'll get beaten inside
2 days.
2 days. So we should have test cricket Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So today is really the last day when we should be having the regular sports desk in its regular format. So get in your calls now. Don't wait till the end of the thing and then the lines them chuck up. Call in now. Get your point in and make we hear what one says. 615-2841 or 676-6968.
You ready for us, Mr. Hoyt?
Talk to
hello?
us, Star. He says yes.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm there, I know, boss.
Oh, the great Garvey's here early.
No, man, the politician Garvey's here.
Okay.
I'm happy you said that and not me.
Yeah, no, that you label me as. By the way, Orville, contrary to what you may hope for or wish for, or I don't know what you were trying to say yesterday, I did not have a heart attack in the last 24 hours.
Now I was kind of worried for you.
Let me give you like a piece of advice, Mr. Higgins. You know the etymology of the 2 words, heart attack, meaning say your heart attack you, you know.
Okay.
One of the best ways to prevent your heart from attacking, you see? Live good with your heart. Keep it nice and clean.
Yes.
And well cared for.
Okay. All right.
You won't rush and attack you, hear?
Thank you very much.
If you mistreat him and keep him dirty and things, he might get vexed and rush and kill you. You know what I mean?
Thank you very much. How do you keep your heart clean, Dr. Garvey?
Drink some jelly every day, man.
All right. I've been drinking that a lot in recent months.
Me always hear people say jelly coconut to wash off.
No, wash off that, but me say good for your health. So I know because you wash off that, I drink it.
Regulate your blood pressure with that.
Yes.
And it have a lot of antioxidants and stuff in it and electrolytes.
Yes.
That are excellent to the human body, trust me.
Yeah, and I'm told that when you consume alcohol, that's a good thing to flush out the system.
Man. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Mr. Higgins, me noticed that you break one of the long-standing rules on the show yesterday.
Which is what?
You've always said that you won't allow politics to be spoken on the show unless it has some connection to sports, right?
Yes.
But yesterday, I took note of the fact that a texter named Michelle Freeman. I don't know if that's the.
It was a YouTube comment. So we
I don't know if that's the lovely ex-runner for Jamaica or what. But I take note of the fact that she asked a question. She said to you that you should ask Garvey a question pertaining to the Prime Minister and crime and all of that, right? And at the end of reading that text, you went on to say da da dee da da da. So I'm asking Orville, where was the sports connection to that question?
What was the question again?
Zidane, you want to remind him of the question?
It's what she did ask again.
I don't remember. What was the question?
I don't really want to repeat it, you know. It had something to do with the Prime Minister and crime and all that.
No, it was an analogy she was giving in a question form.
No, but where's the sports connection?
No, man, she wasn't really talking politics, you know.
No, I don't have a problem with her, you know.
I know the point.
Why would Orville read that and it doesn't have anything to do with it?
No, man, she was making a point, man. So
but why did Orville read that?
No, she wasn't talking politics, really. She was making a point.
What we say we don't want nobody talk politics. But like a text, I don't know. Me never see nothing major wrong with it. But
boy, oh boy. No, man, you see from a Garvey to come and you know.
No, she does think you're political and she does a one day for you go and give the Prime Minister credit for the crime rate. They drop
all right, let me come back with more politics today. Because you know, the president of the JAAA need to step to the front of the class.
Regarding what?
No, me have asked Orville. I brought this issue up on the show before when everybody was coming at the Safa Powell and I said, we want people to do for them and this and that and da. I brought up the issue of the Puma contract.
Yes.
That we have with the JAAs, right?
Yeah.
And I've always said to you, nobody knows how these monies are being spent. None of us really know, right? No, there's been a recent report, right? And thanks to by the way, you've always said when a person presents wrong information, they should correct themselves, right, Zidane? Well, I made an error like that, so let me correct it. The other day I said, and the person that came on, they kind of explained it to you. I said the Puma contract was 40 million, which was actually it was the offer from Adidas. The person you came on explained that. You remember Orville?
Talking about Lever came on.
Yeah, you remember he was telling you that it was actually the offer from Adidas that was 40 million. You remember, sir?
I think I remember something like that. Yeah.
No man, you gave a amount for. Hold on, man.
I am correcting myself, sir. I'm telling you.
But you're correcting yourself. You're correcting yourself and you're incorrect. No, let me tell you. You don't remember what you said in the Garvey.
I know what I said. I have to remember. What I said was that the Puma contract was valued at $40 million.
No, that's
he corrected me and told me that no, it was not the Puma contract that was valued at $40 million. It was the offer from Adidas.
No,
that's what he said.
That's not what I remember. I
am correcting myself. I don't need you to interject.
Well, let me tell you what I can remember.
Yes.
You gave a figure for the Adidas contract, and he said no.
No, I did not. You did
not mention Puma.
I did not.
Garvey, hold it.
I did not have a
Garvey, give me a chance now.
Pioneer. Hold on, boss. I can call the person in.
All right.
Earlier in the day, Pioneer, when Pioneer heard me talking on the other show about it, Pioneer contacted me and said to me, Garvey, I want to give you a piece of joke. Word on the street is that the Adidas contract was more than the Puma contract, but Pioneer did not put a number to it. So I came on the show same way with wrong information saying that the Puma contract was 40 million.
All right, wrong information.
All right, good. That's fine. But here's what makes it worse, Orville. If the offer from Adidas was 40 million, Orville, and Mr. Levy could not tell you how much is the Puma contract in Zidane, so it is not 100% that my number is wrong either, because he doesn't know. But what I'm saying to you, Orville,
you know?
No, I don't know.
That's so why are you giving information? Now you don't know.
Well, no, relax. I'm working with Mr. Levy's numbers. Mr. Levy said, you see how easy it is to kill? You don't learn.
But didn't you give?
You're not listening. I'm not giving any numbers.
But didn't you give a number the other day?
What is he doing here?
All right, go on. Continue.
Talk, man. No, talk, Zidane. I'm going to shut my mouth. for the next 60 seconds. Start, Zidane.
No, I'm saying you gave a number. So I'm saying yes, and there you're saying no, you're not sure of what the numbers are. So I'm saying...
Boss, nobody knows what is the value of the Puma contract. Not even Mr. Lee could have tell you. What he could have told you.
Then how then are you making a comparison?
Tell you, hold on, boss. Shut your dunce mouth, brother. Mr. Levy said...
Watch your pressure. Watch your pressure, guy.
$40 million. Am I lying? That is not my information.
Yeah,
that is Mr. Lee. So, Zidane, I'm asking you. Why? Do you know of anybody in business that takes an offer less than a bigger offer?
It depends on the relationship with the persons who are making the offer.
Good. All right. And what would be in it for the person that is signing that deal?
No, what if I've been working with you for many, many years and you have been good to me? So even though somebody else wants to run in, I'm saying that, listen, may I continue to work with this because I don't think this money is enough to sway me from somebody who has been working with me for many, many years and helping me.
All right.
Well, and Garvey, here's my thing about this. I've talked to the authorities now. I've invited them to come on and talk about this deal.
Yeah.
They said that they are sworn to some clauses why them can't talk. But until I know what exactly is the Puma contract
and what is exactly what
and
the Adidas
exactly
offer.
what the Adidas contract is,
All right.
I am not in a position to criticize the J3A.
Here is what we do.
Hold on, remember this so me say no.
Right.
There are times when the money, the dollar figure, may be slightly more. But all contracts have additional things built in.
Good.
That may make a difference. What if what Adidas want, when the J3s look at it, they say, hold on, no, we can't allow this for a few dollars more.
Right. But here's the problem I have, Orville. You see, the previous Puma contract that they had, we do know the numbers on that contract. That contract was valued at a little over $1 million a year, right, Orville?
I don't know.
So, no, it is there in the public sphere. You can Google it, Orville. It is public information.
Yeah.
So what I am saying to you, if that is, so the offer from Adidas was about 5 times greater than the previous contract. So me I ask you and Zidane this. You could have the careless now and somebody come offer you 5 times what you're making, and because of loyalty you stay careless.
What would the J3s have to lose by signing the Adidas contract? Unless we are saying what would be their motive for not signing a more lucrative
I will leave you with this question because I hear the T song. What did somebody inside the J3s have to gain?
How?
What is the contract 5 times the amount? You're better off as the administrator as well?
That's what I would think as well.
That doesn't sound logical, God. If the money is 5 times more.
If the money is 5 times more, then you can bribe me more.
Yeah, you can bribe me more. You can squeeze me and say, take this out.
Hold on, Orville. So explain this. Let me explain something to you, Orville. If I am selling a car that's worth 900,000, and Zidane is my good friend, right? I know, say, you want to buy the car, and him come to me and him say, hey, guess what, Orville? Me can get the car for you for 500,000, but you have to go give me 100,000 for myself. How that sound?
But if me can pay 5 times the amount, me have more money for bribe you.
Make we leave it here, Garvey. We talk again.
We take a break. We're coming back.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission JAAA needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JAAA anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232 or visit the JAAA website at jaadco.gov.jn. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
Jamaica, your favorite gospel show on television, the Jamaica Gospel Star, is now on TVJ. God's people on the move. Tune in for powerful performances to lift your spirit and move your soul. 10 finalists, 4 elimination rounds. When the dust settles, only one will be left standing as the 2025 Jamaica Gospel Star. Sundays, 8 p.m. on TVJ, starting July 6th. Powered by Sagicor, building trust one generation at a time.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports call-in show, The Sports Desk.
Here's what I don't know if I can say blame the J3s, but if they drop the ball, here's where the J3s drop the ball. This thing about the Puma contract and the Adidas contract has been making the rounds for a while. The J3s have refused. I personally have asked. And they have not come to the public and state categorically, to the extent that they can with all the secrecy clause, why they choose contract B over contract A. I would think that does allow people to wonder. I can't see why it should be such a big deal for the J3s to come out and say so. But to say that the Adidas contract is a better contract than the Puma contract, I don't know that. Because I don't know what the exact nature of the contract. Because I'm not just looking at dollar figures now. But if somebody says, why can't the J3s come out and state categorically, then I think they would be onto something. All right, how is Tino? We go back online. Hello.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Yeah,
Do I?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. No, oh boy. Let me be honest, and people who are listening, I hate to have to call this program so often, especially during the Mount Salem hour. I personally prefer to sort of like just sit back, kick back, and listen to Garvey call and blame Babsy Grange for everything. I personally prefer that than having to call. But Orville, your positions and stuff, I mean, it has to be called out.
All right.
And what you're doing here cannot in any serious way be seen as serious sports journalism. No, Orville, we were having a discussion.
You know, easy at all. You know, do I? But go on.
What do you mean when I use one middle?
We can't just know something go and say something where you're going to be critical of, man. Boy, you're a very entertaining fellow.
Orville. We were having a discussion.
Yeah.
And during that discussion, you presented some figures that you said represented the West Indies performance, the West Indies catching efficiency
from 2023. From 2023.
Overall.
Yeah.
And I challenged you.
From
I
2023.
said no. Go again?
I'm saying you must add from 2023 for persons who just listening.
Thanks, Zidane. From 2023. And I said to you, no, it's not. And I, just for reference, I forwarded to Zidane the screen grab from the test match, I think Australia versus the West Indies. And right there you can see that it says, when they presented the table, it says, in the slips and gully. And also, I also forwarded an article to Zidane. The same exact table that you reference is referencing that article. And the article says that it's just for the slip and gully position. Now, are you still standing by this statement that this table that you cited, with India at number 1 at must 80.6 and the West Indies at last at 65.6 catching efficiency, that it's representative of the entire team and all the teams in Test cricket?
Where does the table have the West Indies? The one about slips and gully? Last. And I'm saying to you as a cricket neophyte, there is absolutely no way the West Indies is the worst catching team in the slips and gully. And can be anywhere close to being the best overall catching team. That is what I'm trying to do.
But you realize that that's not the question we asked you. When we had the discussion, I said your table is incorrect. That is not for all catches. That is just for catches to slips and gully.
The one with me see.
And no, wait, Parry. And we both committed that whoever is wrong will come on here and admit.
Well, when
you still standing? No, Orville. Are you still standing by this table? And you're saying that this table, despite all the evidence,
when me type in catching
it's not. Orville,
but you asked me the question, let me answer.
Statement that this is not just for slip and gully.
When me type in catching efficiency in Test cricket.
Orville, but we are Zidane. You saw the articles I sent you, right?
Yes. But
yes,
the ones that the one that
but I read the Sporting Network.
Yeah, but I also read the one that Orville has, and it doesn't say anything about slip catching.
No, but that is one article, and that's chance. I think that is the only article I've come across that only reference that only reference it and use it generally.
Well,
But
may I work with that one?
That chart, no.
Well,
Orville,
let me
that
ask
chart
you
is
a question.
only
Let me
for
ask you a
slip and
question.
gun.
Why would West Indies be the
Sure.
worst slip catching team, but then be the best overall catching team though, over the period of time?
I don't know. Maybe they don't have good slip catchers.
Big man,
Maybe
that
they're
makes
more
sense.
But a lot of catches are not.
No. Hold up. Stop.
No, but a lot of catches are not taken.
No. Stop. I look at numbers and the statistics.
No, and I'm asking as an intelligent
I
man
do not
who
jump
follow
up
cricket.
and say,
But hold on.
say foolishness.
No, but hold on. Do I try to let answer
Sure.
some question as an intelligent cricket mind?
Sure.
Why? Why would the West Indies be so poor at slip catching when that's where the ball got the most in Test cricket in terms of being caught, and then turn around and be the best overall? That sounds logical to you, do I?
Zidane, it depends on who's catching the ball and the personnel that you have in the field.
Not a good answer.
Okay?
Anybody
It depends
believes
on the
that you can be
personnel
the
that you have.
worst in the world.
No. You're standing on air.
Yes, I'm going to stand for air a little bit more. Anybody believe? Then not least, let me say what me say, sir. Anybody who believes that you can be the very worst team in the world at catching from slip to gully, but yet the best catching team overall, need them head to be sorted out. Or them not understand.
By the way, your table, did it include catches to the wicketkeeper?
Listen, the thing with me is I never said
Orville,
catches
I asked
nowhere.
a simple question. In your table,
It was
did
talking.
it include catches?
It
to
was talking
wicketkeeper?
about catches overall. It wasn't specifying
No.
anything.
Your table does not include the catches to the wicketkeeper, which takes up around 30% of all catches in cricket.
What is he talking about?
I'm not sure why I must say, bro. But everybody out there know say you can't be the worst catching team.
Yeah, but do I? You can't be the worst catching team in the slip.
But you are
and
the
then be
best catching team overall.
That can't. That is impossible. Do I try to?
Zidane, the table that Orville has does not even include catches to the wicket.
Dwight, what you're suggesting is very impossible.
I'm going to say it's a small. I'm going to say the catches that Orville have doesn't even represent 50%.
That means the other teams that are way ahead of the West Indies in terms of slip catches, is dropping catch every time in other positions,
Not
and
necessarily.
They hold the West Indies jump from the worst slip
because
catching
the
team.
West Indies can the chances that have a very high percentage.
No, Dwight, it not make Dwight.
What you mean no?
If I am the worst,
How you saying no? Wait. How you saying no and you don't know the data?
All right, give me a chance. Logic,
you
right?
actually don't know the data.
All right, but you
actually saying
but you
no.
don't know the.
You sound like a man saying
all right,
no. It is not possible to fly to the moon.
All right, we're going to Dwight. Not a bit.
My time done already.
No, but we're not more for set.
Give me another.
No, your time not up in.
Your
time not up in. All right, good, yeah.
Zidane, I have another point.
All right.
Okay, cool. Now, Zidane, this best of the best argument.
Yes.
When we're having it, when the game was played, one of the best of the best series, not all the players turned out. At that point in time, Orville said players do not take best of the best series.
I never said
that.
No, yo. Orville never said that. Me just a weird part when you have come tell lie. I never said that,
This
sir.
is what you said,
I said I don't. Listen the difference in basic.
Tell me what you said.
Basic English language, Bramble the White. There's a huge difference between saying the players don't take the best of the best seriously, on the one hand, or sentence two, I don't know if they take it as seriously as Barbados versus Trinidad. How me you know whether they take it seriously
No,
or
give me a
not?
chance. Give me a chance.
Stop telling lie, Bramble, when you come on the
Give
radio.
me a chance to talk. No, me hear what you said, but I remember the conversation.
No, sir, me never tell you, so them not take it
No,
serious.
let me continue.
You can't continue with that lie, sir.
No, let me continue. You said even the players' body language during the game.
How me if you know them body language and me not watch the games,
that
boss?
is why the games were on the internet.
No, man, me never watch the games, my boss. I am saying I don't know.
That you said.
Stop telling lie, Panda, when you come on the radio.
Anyway,
you're dead and got hell, big man.
Orville.
Jesus,
the important thing now, the important thing today, is that you now agree with my position.
That's what?
That having that moving to having the best, playing the best, is a logical way of improving the standing of batting.
I never had a problem with it to begin with.
No. Do you? So you agree with me today, right?
I agreed from the very beginning.
Okay. No,
I had one.
Now that we have that.
It appears that he doesn't remember.
I
had one issue, Bramble.
We don't need to argue about stuff that we agree on.
Then so talk about like we never agree.
He doesn't remember the conversation.
He don't remember the conversation.
Agree with Dwight Plan.
Dwight, you have to stop the lie with your company radio.
Zidane, we'll talk tomorrow about Plan B. All right?
Anyway.
Thanks, Orville. Big up.
When the man said make we play best of the best, more often, I say, is that going to be at the expense of the regional games? I say, I don't know that picking up some players and pit them against some next players will create the intensity with Jamaica versus Barbados. Because these are inter-regional rivalries that go way back 100 years. So until I know that the players will give the thing the same intensity and passion, I don't know that I would trade some of them game here for them game. If you want to add them on to the end of the thing, fine. Which part of that me say me never believe the best of the best game can work? Do I lie? Jesus Christ. Anyway, what do? We have... Make we take our next one.
We take our next one, Asta? All right. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Orville.
Well, go on, David.
Yeah, but there, man. Zidane, me come find out.
Yes?
Yeah, Zidane, them, do they?
Yeah, man, I'm right here.
Zidane.
Mm-hmm.
You remember clearly what was my opinion with the coach? I mean, I tell about him resume and him not special.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I go down my line, you know. At the beginning, that was my position.
No, me not a genius like you, but I have to see what happened first.
Yes, but the resume did not tell me, say, the same thing there, him do up, so. To the English team.
Oh. So you're sure I was totally against it because I made the point that he was the one that had that debacle within England, you know. I made that point initially, you know.
Yeah, different. Every match is a different team.
Well, the different team is not the problem. Is the tactics is the problem for me.
Different team must be a problem to Zidane.
No, well, fine, but if you might get it right in terms of tactically, but I don't think you might get it right tactically either.
Yeah. And we have mentioned Tapa. What do you think? Tapa can make a comeback?
Well, Tapa is definitely a better international coach than McLaren, for sure.
Really? But at the time when I was pointing that out, you wouldn't agree on that.
I disagreed with about McLaren hardly coach international football. You know, why would I take you on about that?
Yeah, but you tell me he's a big coach.
No, man, it's a different context to that talk about my boss, man. Because Steve McLaren didn't coach a lot international, and the one time he did, he failed.
Yeah, let me check out his resume and, you know, special. So I'm not surprised at his performance now presently.
All right, my boss. You win the argument then.
Anyway, big up yourself, Zidane.
Yeah, man, big up. You win the argument then, my boss. Yes.
Yes.
All right. We'll take a break. Today's just Wednesday? No, today's Wednesday. We're coming back.
So refreshing. What's so refreshing, Sonia? The water is refreshing. Try it now. Where you get that from? Not clean manufacturing water. So refreshing. Me like it. Clean water. Located at 20 Syndham Commercial, Old Harbour, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Telephone number 876-335-0448 or 876-648-7192. Or email cleanconcept@gmail.com.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
Joao Pedro has become the 18th forward to sign for Chelsea in just over 3 years under this current ownership. He joins from Brighton in a deal worth £60 million, taking their total spending on attacking players over the same period to £560 million. The 23-year-old could go straight into the squad for Chelsea's Club World Cup quarterfinal with Palmeiras on Saturday in Philadelphia. Typically, for the Blues, signing Joao Pedro has signed a long-term contract, 8 years, although the club can no longer spread the cost for his transfer over the length of the deal after the loophole was closed by the Premier League. And that's your sports in a minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal! Fosrich Financing.
It is your right to know what you want. Information at your fingertips. It's for the man in the streets, for those in business. Information for everybody. No one has it, so you can use it to develop your community. Your right to know information at your fingertips.
A message from the Access to Information Unit.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers pride themselves in being professionals in the field of insurance broking, claim settlement, and risk management services for over 35 years. We offer a wide range of insurance services including motor, property, liability, accident, life and international health for individuals and companies at competitive rates. Call 926-3572 or visit 7.5 Haining Road, Kingston 5 or shop number 3, James Plaza, Mandeville. Call 625-6804 or visit online spectrumjamaica.com. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standards.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so just to tell you that 3 Jamaicans will be officiating in this evening's World Cup semi-final between the USA and Guatemala. So big up Jamaican officiating. Referee O'Shane Nation will be the man in the middle for that USA-Guatemala game. And one of the assistant referees will be O.J. Doheny. Damian Parchment will be the man in control of VAR. Big up Jamaican referee. We cussing when we think gonna get it wrong, but clearly we're doing something right. We go back online. Ostar, talk to me. Hello. Hello.
Vaguely.
Oh.
All right, yeah, so those 2 referees are usually 2 of the most consistent ones. The one in the VAR room, I don't know much. Well, I know the assistant referee Doheny as well, but in terms of officiating in the middle, Parchment and O'Shane Nation are 2 of the better ones. I really do games with them and think, what is going on here, man? They are really 2 really good officials. So big them up for getting the semi-final. Hopefully, they do so well that CONCACAF have no other choice but to also give them the final as well. Let's see.
I could squeeze some text message now, or YouTube messages. If you're on the YouTube page, you'll see these things right now. Issa Allen says, "Show ya, I get nice." And then somebody called Safari Za. I don't know how you pronounce DSLYM. How you pronounce that? DSLYM. I won't try. But Safari Za, whatever that word is, Garvey is an emotional wreck. Mine don't make him cuss bad word pan ear, you know. I'm just hoping that he doesn't have a heart attack. Issa Allen says it shows we are human. I'm not sure what that is in reference to. Alexi Carvalho says, "Hey Orville, good day. I want you to come out on the program one day and say, 'Hey, my name is Orville,' just to see if Dwight will come and disagree with you and say, 'No, you're not Orville.'"
You're Euclid.
Maybe he will.
Yes.
Dwight, I'm wearing a black shirt today. Me no know, boy. Dwight does live. Dwight goes to his bed thinking about something we say and for come.
Yeah, but this one is totally off.
For come knock it tomorrow.
No logic to it, to what he's suggesting.
Man. There must be, if you believe that the West Indies are the worst catchers in the slips, they can't be the best catching team overall.
Mm-hmm.
So something wrong with one of them two.
Yeah.
Them 2 statements, they can't go hand in hand. What else is there? 615-2841 or 676-6968.
All right, we go back online. Hello. Oh, not quite yet. Do you want to look at some WhatsApp as well? Since we have the time right now.
Yeah, make us quick.
Because we didn't get to do any yesterday. I don't think we did any WhatsApp yesterday.
The WhatsApp family is... We're not seeing quite a lot. I think we're seeing one.
Text message. It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
If the coach fails to carry us to the World Cup, then Speed should be sacked. We will support him and others to apply for the coaching job, with the expectation that the new technical director will be given a clean slate to choose from a good batch, which includes Tapper. If the coach fails to carry the team, then Speed should get sacked as technical director. You think that's fair? If you choose the coach and the coach fails, do you also fail?
Not the JFF, but the technical head.
Yes.
Because remember, the JFF hires a technical head for you, the technical stuff. Me, I put you in place, in charge of that. Now, if you get it so wrong and it's so easy, then the JFF must consider the change of a technical
I
head.
think it's a fair
Yeah.
point. So, Mr. Speed, if you're listening,
Yeah, man.
know that in the eyes of at least some members of the public, your stint as technical director is directly tied to the prospects of whether we qualify for the World Cup or not. So, bear that in mind, Mr. Rodolph Speed, sir. All right. Orville Zidane. Let's say Walter Boyd had an outstanding game against Mexico. Name me which other game or games for Jamaica in which Walter Boyd was great. Surely for such a great talent, we can identify 10 games in which Walter Boyd was outstanding for Jamaica. Orville Garvey sounds as if he's having a mental breakdown. I truly hope he's okay mentally. I'm going to go and leave my friend Garvey alone. Bayern CEO Karl-Heinz Rummenigge on players complaining about the packed football calendar. He's saying, I get why they are frustrated, but players and their agents have played a part in this by constantly demanding higher wages. They've pushed clubs to chase bigger revenues.
Yes.
And where does that money come from? More matches.
Yeah, that's a fair comeback from somebody who's looking at it from the club's behalf. Yes, because the wages are big, the transfers are bigger, agents want bigger deal. That's a fair point.
All right, so we go back online now. Hello.
Hello, Orville.
Oh, what go on, Biggs?
Yeah, man, we are listening to you.
Yes, man.
Big up yourself, do Zidane.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Biggs.
Yeah, man. Hear me now. Listen, we do a chat too. You forget the Cat9 boss we beat him, you know, man.
Won't help, man. Dwight is past redemption, you know. Can't be helped.
Yeah, this thing here we do the West Indies cricket here, Orville.
Yeah.
I know that they got a raw deal in the test that played. You understand?
Yes.
That's the reason why I wouldn't kill them so much. You understand? But that wicket keeper trying to remember his name that he was speaking about the other day.
Tevin Imlach is his name.
That one. That man fear keep the wicket, you know, and them just make Shy Hope bat. You understand?
Boy, the truth is, Shy Hope kept the wicket better than me think he would keep. So let's give him that credit. And maybe if they knew he would have kept that well, maybe that's why them see. So me give you that Darren Sammy.
But
Tevin Imlach, I don't think should have lost his game.
Imlach is batting good, Orville. You don't think so?
The man coming out of the region and let me get his exact numbers for you. Average 60 in a regional cricket with 3 central this year. Oh, him not make the team. He could have met the team over enough of the batsman them. Yeah, so me never agree with him.
Thursday, former West Indies captain there will be making his 100th test appearance.
Yeah, Craig.
Yeah, Craig. But Craig can't manage them bowler, you know, Orville. If you watch him in the tests for a long time, because me know say you're the cricket guru, you're a good analyst. You see movements, you see these balls are moving, go have a whole heap of problems to manage it. May I tell you that?
Yeah, but that has always been the case with Craig.
Yeah, that's not new.
Not new. And him still average more than everybody in the current team. What he has, horrible technique, but once him gone 25, 30,
capitalize more
him
often.
will dig in more often than the other man.
Yeah. Again, too, you know, say me I ask you as, you know, say you're my general. Me no business one nobody wants.
Yes.
You know, you're good. Nobody can tell me nothing. You're the guru. All right. Moti.
Yeah.
Azal versus Warakan. I talk about three my vice captain.
Yeah.
How do you place them in the test side? Moti and Warakan. I know he did well with the side that took. Which side did he play? It was Pakistan.
Yeah, Pakistan.
Yeah, he did well, so you can't kill him.
Yeah.
Moti before did well too. You understand?
Yeah.
Which one of them is a better but Orville? Moti.
For sure.
Well, this is my personal feeling. I would give Moti the game.
No man, you can't drop Warakan. Warakan take 19 wickets in him last test match of Pakistan. Or in the two tests.
Yeah.
And you know that what is mashing up our cricket Orville too?
Yeah.
Me lie down here in my bed because you know say me a sick man now.
Right.
And me a listen to you and say that. You remember when we usually play like the Shell Shield Cup cricket and those cricket?
Yeah.
We usually play a Wolf a red ball cricket. We don't play that anymore, man.
Well, I know that's the problem in the bigs. Remember the regional cricket at one point used to be only 5 games. You know?
It's true, but again, too, remember, say they usually play like Garden Greenwich. Those guys usually play for Lancashire.
Yeah. They used to play a lot of them.
They don't have that anymore. You understand?
They have it. It's just that our players not good enough to play in England anymore.
Okay.
But county cricket still a play. Yeah, man, the county cricket never stop. And them still go for overseas talent. It's just we now make the county cricket again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Why, may I tell you?
So the top batsmen in the world are still going to play county cricket.
Yeah.
It's just that when them want county cricket talent, and the West Indies them a look. Nobody except Brathwaite, nobody not average over 13 at the current side. So if you are Glamorgan or Essex or Hampshire, when you want a batsman, I'm not that way you have a look.
That is poor, Orville.
There you go.
That is very poor, man.
Yeah.
Because, see, all man make.
All right, here what big. The break come. We give you an exact minute after the break.
Yeah, we're coming.
All right.
Coming back.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Book and Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
Your Saturday afternoon has gotten better. Omega Radio Sports, 1 to 4 p.m. We give you updates, previews, reviews, and in-depth sports discussions. Our knowledgeable hosts and guests will have you glued to your radio with the latest sports topics and engaging conversations as we navigate the sporting landscape to keep you on top of things. That's Omega Radio Sports, Saturdays 1 to 4 p.m. Don't miss it.
Tell a friend, call a friend, tell everybody.
Omega Radio Sports is sponsored by Omega Radio Network. To sponsor this program, you can contact us at
876-204-9356.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, Biggs, you have a minute. Use it wisely.
Yeah, but me use it wisely. I said, why this thing bother me, Orville, honestly.
Yeah.
No kind of question is I improve at all, so. God no. I tell you the truth, and I'm so worried about it. The other day the man them started so good and I see them all capitalize. I agree so some things went against them, but nothing. No improvement. Say a man make 130 and take 3 wickets and West Indies drop him. I went for the juggler. You remember who was that?
Make 130 and take 3 wickets. And we drop
130 against Pakistan, not out and take 3 wickets for little and nothing.
Who was that?
Maurice Foster.
No, man, Maurice no have no 130 against Pakistan.
is who we have it against.
Foss only scored one test century, and it was not 130.
Oh, it was not Savannah Park.
I don't remember where it was, but
yeah, man.
But
I think I was at Players Enclosure at Savannah Park working when Foster scored that century and take 3 wickets, I think, and they went for David Alford, Sober's cousin.
I think Maurice Foster's top test score is 125 actually.
Or something like that, yeah.
But I'll find out which team it was against.
I think it was Pakistan with Inti Kabalang, Sikanda Baka and those guys.
All right, continue listening. I'll tell you who we make it again.
All right, Papa. Big up yourself again, Harvey.
Yeah, man. Cool.
All right, I'm listening.
Yeah, man. All right, 615-2841, 676-6968. I'll start talk to us there as soon as you're ready. I wanted somebody to send to me now about Wimbledon. Call the show and make we hear on us, rather than send me these things.
Yeah, man. 615-876-615-2841. That's 615-2841 or 676-6968.
Oh, this is interesting. 8 of the top 10 seeded players are out of Wimbledon in the first round, which is the highest tally in a single Grand Slam in the Open era.
Yeah.
Interesting, eh? Not sure what would be responsible for that.
The slow upsets yesterday.
Right. So Maurice's top score was 125, as I thought it was, and it was against Australia. So I'm not sure you have that one right, Biggs. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We go back. We go back online.
Hello.
Hello. Good day.
Good day, St. Jacob.
Oh yes, St. Jacob.
I'm here. And good day to your audience. Yard and abroad.
Yeah, man.
And Big Sim calling from his bed, no?
Yeah.
Hope him have better days in terms of health coming.
Boy, my heart grieve for Biggs, Biggs is a man where I played a lot of cricket with, St. Jacob.
Oh, he's not a very old man then. He's a young man.
No, but when I was playing with Biggs, he was a big man them time while I was a youth.
Okay.
And even from them time, Biggs was a stiff left arm spinner. And back down the road and hard for out and thing. But he struggled with some health issues since we hope Biggs are.
But you mentioned like Gordon Greenwich. Well, at Hampshire, Gordon was Hampshire. Yeah, Gordon Greenwich, I don't know, learn a lot from batting with Barry Richards.
Yes.
Opening, because Barry was reputed as the best batsman in the world,
Yes.
Of course, South Africa was out at Test cricket, so we never get to see him in a Test.
Right.
But yes, but you said that players can still go to England, but it's far more restrictive now than
No. I'm saying what the counties have done is create a rule that says only one overseas player per time.
The opportunities are far less now.
That wasn't a rule against West Indies, as West Indies as people
want.
Well,
if you're good, only people England never used to take out wicket keepers, like Dujan and so.
No, but I've heard people saying England created a rule against we. They never created a rule.
In a way, it was,
No, sir.
In a way, but I never touch that.
Why India not say them it create against or New Zealand or Australia?
Carl Hooper.
Yeah.
Superb talent, and when I hear you and Dwight Chateau talking about, well, I must say I missed my virgin they called earlier. I hear people making reference to it, but, I said, boy, that's something I miss. My friend Garvey, man. You know me and Garvey are virgin.
Yeah.
So, if I don't comment on it, it's because I didn't hear the call.
Mm-hmm.
But I hear Dwight talking about Carl Hooper. Well, not about Carl Hooper, about slip catching.
Yeah.
And it just brings to mind, when we have people like Hooper in the slip, West Indies catching his A1.
Yeah, so he was. That you have to give him credit for.
Right, and that 65% that is affixed to the West Indies slip catching. I'm sure it's not with the presence of Hooper.
No, man, it's in the last 2 years.
In the last 2 years. Okay. No, 65% catching in the slip. And then turn around to the best overall in catching is a little, well, it's unlikely but not impossible. In fact, Dwight keep asking a question which wasn't answered, and it's critical to the discussion. Whether, because, you know, it depends on what percentage of catches got to slip.
We have a predominantly pace attack, my boss.
Right. But Dwight
an attack that is predominantly based on pace, as ours is.
No, yes.
Most of the catches will be.
If you come last in the slips, you know,
yes,
you really have to make up and drop nothing in the outfield.
There you go.
To
be the
be
best
number one overall.
team. No man, that's unlikely.
All right. So which is I start by saying it's unlikely. But an important point though is with respect to the wicket keeper, and I suspect that the wicket keeper is in the others. It's not in the slip catching. You see.
Yeah. Well.
So that sort of, and remember that most catches actually go to wicket keeper. So that sort of put things in favor of Dwight, of strengthening Dwight's argument. You know what I mean? The wicket keeper is considered a part of the outfield, not a part of the slip cordon. So to that extent,
I don't know that it strengthens his argument at all.
No, remember, you know, we said
forget the wicket keeper.
Small percentage.
Forget the wicket keeper.
All right.
If you are the worst in the world, between first slip and goal.
Consider it, Orville. You didn't choose subject at school. You're the worst in one subject. What? But you might be so good in other two.
No, man, poor analogy, man. We are talking, we know cricket players in Jamaica. We don't stop supporting
That's why I say depending on how much catches go to the slips.
But we know that with the predominant pace attackers we are, most of the catches we're going to take is...
But you can't leave out the keeper, because if half of the catches go to the keeper, you know, and your keeper don't drop catch, then you already, as Dwight said,
but we are also to assume that the other keepers don't drop catches either. A lot.
Yes. So it's all dependent on
so
the percentage.
The thing level off, you know. If our keeper not dropping a lot, then we must assume that the other keeper's not going to drop a lot.
Maybe we just still, you know, it's hard to catch up from 65 in the slip.
Come on, man. If your catching efficiency is that
if
bad.
If your keeper don't drop anything and the outfielder don't drop anything, it make up for 65% laps.
To the point where you're now the best in the world?
In the slips. But that's the right, you know. But, which is why I said, you know, quote a source and make we know where it's coming from. And it's important to know what on the basis of the statistic, you know.
Let me tell you something. Part of my problem with Dwight is not everything you use. There are some things where you read. Well, when you read it,
context is important.
You're supposed to can look upon this and see whether this makes sense to you.
Yeah.
For example, Dwight reads some...
Montego Bay always remind us. Look at Virgin from Montego Bay, man.
Yeah. Dwight reads somewhere that singles are overrated.
Pioneer always remind us of context.
Yeah, and Dwight believe it. Dwight read somewhere that Don Bradman was not the main target for the Bodyline series, and he believes it. Now, me not tell you say him not sip one article somewhere saying something, you know. Because man can't print anything with them want.
Yes.
Common sense, brother.
But yeah, and it you know, it all comes back to getting the numbers, get the statistics, yes. But interpretation is very, very important.
Dwight don't interpret the written information.
So
he's definitely struggling with this one, definitely.
But it's not impossible though. You know, the numbers can work out. So you have to ease up on Dwight sometime.
Dwight, me for ease up on Dwight, or is Dwight for ease up on?
No, well, I mean, like if you rush him too early without really listening to what I say and things.
I heard what he's saying, my boss. I mean, I hear what I say.
Yeah, because
Dwight agrees.
But I from both sides of talking, I never get clear, you know, up to now, for instance, we don't know whether wicketkeeper catches are included in
Dwight agrees with a chart that says we are the worst in catching efficiency in the slips and goal. He agrees with that chart.
Yeah, but all the best to bigs though.
But he also agrees with something else that says we are the best catching team in the world.
Yeah.
You have to believe one of those two. You can't believe the two of them.
None at all.
Mm-hmm. But all the best to bigs, and we really miss exploiting the English, you know, territory.
Yeah.
Day to day, but so it go.
All right,
cool.
Boss. Yeah.
Cool.
All right, big up.
Yeah, man. You have to pick which one of them two that you believe, Dwight. You can't believe them both. If you tell me, say, you don't believe we are the worst catching efficiency in the slips, well, better you tell me that. But you can't believe that article, that chart there. So we are the worst in slip efficiency, but the best overall in that cricket. Can't work like that. How we stay in our star as we come up to the music?
Hello?
Hello? We're not hearing anybody as that. Is they are there? Hello?
Yeah, man, what going?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, Nick here.
Nick!
Yeah, man, what going?
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah, man.
I almost say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, but I just made another save. Me say that.
Yeah. All right. You see, that are the issue where you have when people just Google stuff, or check out stuff on the internet. You understand?
Yeah.
Because you have some people who never play the sports, and I doubt if them watch the thing live on them thing. You understand?
Yeah.
Because if all right, for example, if them go use the internet or Google or whatever them want to use, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's clear that it's there, The wicket keep in position, right? Take the most catches.
Yes.
Followed closely by, I think, first slip and second slip.
Yes.
Right? It's right there. So, but without even reading that, you don't have to read that. If you play the game or if you watch the cricket and understand the cricket, you clearly see that those positions take the most catches.
Yeah. Are the most catches, potential catches go in those directions? So if you are dropping most of those, my boss, you can't be the best overall. Cannot.
Right.
Cannot.
So those positions take the most catches, and those positions also drop the most catches.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because most of the catches, that's where they go.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And if a man is a Google man, it's right there also telling you that. Right?
Yep.
But you don't have to be a Google man, as I'm saying. You can, if you understand the sports, you can't come and talk them.
And this is so especially for a team that is predominantly based on pace. We would have played more games in the West Indies. The only time we play two spinners is outside of the West Indies. And let's say half of our games are in the West Indies. We're not going to play more than one spinner. When your attack is predominantly pace, I slip the catches them go more than any other fielding position, my boss.
You're a mercenary of it, right?
Yes.
If the thing say, if the article say slips, right? Most of the catches drop at the slips, and your article say in a given position where most of the catches drop, right? Knowledge of the game tell you that it's coming from the. Go on and come back.
We're coming back.
Yeah, we take a break. We're coming.
So refreshing. What's so refreshing, Sonia? The water is refreshing. Try it now. Where you get that from? No clean manufacturing water. So refreshing. Me like it. Clean water. Located at 20 Syndham Commercial, Old Harbour, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Telephone number 876-335-0448 or 876-648-7192. Or email cleanconcept@gmail.com.
It is your right to know what you want. Information at your fingertips. It's for the man in the streets, for those in business. Information for everybody. No one has it, so you can use it to develop your community. Your right to know.
A message from the Access to Information Unit.
Jamaica,
Jamaica. It's time to make a move with Jamaica Moves. The Corporate Wellness Challenge 8x8 edition is here. 8 challenges, 8 months, 1 healthier workforce. Brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness. This national movement pushes companies to compete, connect, transform your workplace 1 challenge at a time. Launch date Thursday, June 19, 2025. Register your company online at moh.gov.jm and lock in your spot. The Jamaica Moves Corporate Wellness Challenge 8x8 edition, creating healthier workplaces for a healthier Jamaica.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, we're coming to the texters, but Nick, you have a minute. Use it wisely.
Yeah, man. So what may I say is that if an article says most of the catches are dropped at slip, right?
Yes.
If you know cricket, you know that percentage-wise, that's actually where most of the catches are dropped. Where else go drop more catches than slip?
There you go.
Especially in a test cricket.
There you go.
All right, so I'm done with that. The next part is based on what you just said a while ago about the J3s and the contracts, right?
Yes.
I always have a problem with these entities, these public entities, who fail to, for I don't know why, but these leaders take it like at them household them are deal with, right? And basically hold back information. Why is it that them have to hold back information with these public entities? Why we have to keep secret? The public are supposed to know where every potential dollar go or...
No, well, they'll tell you that it is not taxpayers' money they matter about. You know. So they will tell you that Puma offering a deal to the J3s is not public. The public the J3s is not funded by the public in that regard. There's really a private arrangement between the J3s and Puma or J3s and Adidas. So them not feel like them obligated to tell you what are the inner points of those 2 deals. Because I've tried to get them on this program for them to tell you, but it not happen. But I don't know if I can say, boy, we have a duty as a public.
Well, all right, you see, because of that, right? Even though you find Garvey loud and whatever I want to be, right? You can't stop people from, like him now, from speculating and talking all kind of things because them feel to do that. You understand?
Yeah, I think the fact that the J3 is not prepared up to this point for talk about the difference between the 2 offers and why them stay with Puma.
Because one thing
does leave room for speculation.
One thing I would say again, and this is the last thing I'm going to say in my record, knowing Jamaica and how these people operate in these spaces, right? You know what we are known for. You understand? You know what some of us are known for in these entities, both government and when you start hide stuff, you know what's going on, right? So
well, I don't know if they will tell you that it's hiding. They'll say that they can't legally disclose. So that is what I was
thinking. That are the pretty
confidentiality clauses and all of that.
Yeah, that are the pretty words for hide stuff, all right?
But we could leave it right now, some boss, before me get myself in trouble.
All right.
Cool, Nick. Yeah, man. All right, so time now for the first selection on the program. Brought to you by Edge Campaigns for People Who Dream in Color. This one is cancelled by Jabez.
It's cancer. Oh yes, oh yes. Every generation of curse that is set up against your family. In the name of Jesus, is cancelled. Oh yeah, I believe every evil device that is blocked against your destiny is cancelled. Oh yeah, I believe, 'cause you shall live, you shall live, you shall live, you shall live, and declare His good works. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, 'cause every sickness, oh, that is sent to destroy your health, oh, in the name of Jesus, is canceled. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. 'Cause every principality that come against your prosperity, oh, in the name of Jesus, is canceled. Oh yeah, oh yes, I believe. 'Cause every stronghold that come against your purpose, in the name of Jesus, is canceled. Oh yes, I believe. 'Cause you shall live, you shall live, you shall live, you shall live, and declare His good works. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. You see, the enemy come to kill, steal, and destroy. But God said, I come that you may have life and have it more abundantly. There's some traps that is set up against your destiny and your purpose. But I declare in the name of Jesus, you shall be the head and not the tail. We have the power to bind the force of darkness. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers.
I come just now to
All right, so that is our first selection here on the show, cancelled by, is it Jabez? All right, big up to that selection. All right, always say now, Astar. Remember, people, no sports desk tomorrow, nor the next day, because we carry the test match live. So unless there's rain down at Grenada over the next 3 days, or Weston is find himself I get liquid in 2 days, which is not impossible, we won't be having any more sports desk for the rest of the week. So whatever you want to talk about, whatever issue you want to get across, you have between now and 4 o'clock to get it, as far as this week is concerned. Talk to me now, Miss B. Miss B says we go back online. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hi. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon. Zidane just step up.
That's after I call Miss Maria, I like it. But I must request my artist for the next song, Jasmine.
Talk a little bit louder for me.
No, I'm saying that gospel I just played a while ago. I like it.
You like
it? Yeah, I love the song. All right. But I must request my artist, Theater. Give me a George Nooks.
No, man, is a George Nooks gospel?
Yeah, George Nooks gospel, yeah.
All right.
I don't hear my artist, man.
Is your artist that? All right.
Yeah.
You hear Miss Marianne?
Right.
Boss, them want to hear some George Nooks.
Yeah, right. Man. I love what the gospel today, what the gospel I love.
Yeah.
But me have my artist in the gospel thing, you understand?
Yes.
I hear you talking about Kevin Imlock. You want him on the team?
Yeah, I think it was unfortunate that he got dropped.
Yeah. But look to the other batsmen, right?
Yeah.
And who would you drop for Imlock? I don't want to hear about a man on paper with about 30, whatever, average and things. Referring to Carlos, not Carlos, but the other brother, Craig, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the person Imlock's supposed to come in for anybody, you know. So Fred Bucket is not doing anything on the field right now with the boss. Not doing anything. Very rare scratch of big 50. Very rare. We can't wait 10 and 15 innings to produce something, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. The cricket don't play on the paper. Don't play on paper, right? What he does in the past was when he was maybe much younger, you know, and have more flexibility and a better eyesight and so on. But I think Craig back here somewhat wash up now, you know.
Why am I playing 100 test starting tomorrow?
Yes, man. I'm to Craig make way for somebody else, man. They asked him to relieve himself of the captaincy. He does that because they could have dropped him, you know. But they decided to keep him on, but it don't make no sense. 2 innings, I don't scratch 10 runs yet. We must wait until the next third, till the third innings and the fourth innings.
But
you don't if you want to scratch another 10, I don't still yet on no, man. I'm taking up space of somebody who can do better than that. And I'm quite sure I'm not your request.
who would you open with?
Huh?
Who would you open with?
Would I move?
Who would you open with? Because the opening thing is kind of a specialist thing, you know. And anybody you can send go open.
You know, maybe you could put the open that area because, you know, we keep always good batsmen, you know. There's a good opener.
Oh, so you'd make Hope and John Campbell open?
Yes, and put him like where Hope is coming from.
That could work. That could
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, man. Craig must work now, man. This thing a break now, man. Let them stay to the younger people who want. And overall, for me, I believe all of them old men up on the team now to leave too, you know.
Who are the old men?
We have much of them still, but, you know, we need to depend. You know, we need some different people, man. These people that continue to fail. Because even our own Brandon King, let's see another but I don't know, brother. But my thing is for Craig, I don't want to see it trouble everybody for the time, you know?
Yeah. Craig
Man.
not look like him I go do nothing special. But let's see, I'm 100 test, maybe he will dig in and try scratch something. For Mark,
maybe another 15 or so, that now work.
Yeah.
I don't see making
and the thing with Craig, because Craig techniques are all over the place. You see when him fail, and when Hope fail, him fail, I just look worse. You know?
Of course.
When him scratch 15 and look all over the place and thing, and Hope scratch, bust 2 pretty cover drive and make 15. Him 15 look worse. You know?
Of course.
Yeah, so.
Ability is to have because he wasn't any great batsman from
all right. Make we leave it there. So you said we should have dropped Craig. Make we see how him looking at that test here. Call you back next week.
I think come on Jamaica and go for the up at Binder and make people, you know.
I
don't know. Anyway, joke.
All right, my boss. Make we leave it there.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Take care.
The JSC Group, Jamaica Stock Exchange, Jamaica Central Securities Depository Limited, and JCSD Trustee Services, providing a fair, efficient, and transparent stock market for over 45 years. The time by the Jamaica Stock Exchange Group is 2:15.
Paul, I need help with my vehicle cost this year, going through the roof. You think I should call Keith?
You're mad. Don't you want a system that easy for you?
Yeah, man.
You want the best price boat here too?
Yeah, man. I bet you want real-time alert and island-wide coverage. Yeah, man. So the smart choice is Hawkeye.
They will give you a free 30-day trial.
Yeah, man.
Hey, tell me something. You ever say anything but yeah, man?
Yeah, man.
Just say yeah, man to Hawk Tracker from Hawkeye. Call us at 926-HAWK. Conditions apply.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Book and Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a Word in Time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
Do you want the keys to discovering your God-given purpose? Would you like a strategy to fulfill your unique destiny on earth? How about a map to help you navigate the twists and turns on your journey of life? Do you, don't you, will you, won't you? If I coax you, would you want to? Don't you want to, aren't you going to? Oh, come on, you said you would. Hey, this is Everton Thomas, your friend, your bishop, from the Emmanuel Apostolic Church International with headquarters at 12 Slipe Road in Kingston, Jamaica. And I'm inviting you to join me this and every Friday at 11 a.m. right here on this station for Insights, inspiring conversations for everyday life. That's Insights, Fridays at 11 a.m. God bless you now. Stay awesome.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back here live. Talk to me now, Miss B. Remember the number, 615-2841 or 676-6968. All right, so I'm just look on Tevin Imlach. No. 538 runs. 3 centuries at 67. With an average of 67. How does that man lose his spot on the team? So he's your wicketkeeper coming out of the Pakistan series. He came back home in regional cricket, scored 538 runs with a 67 average and gets dropped. Me can't understand that. Anyway, we go back online. Hello.
What is going on?
Where you say QC?
Go on, Zidane.
I'm here, my boss.
Me and Garvey, Garvey, I'm a general still. I make that categorically clear. Garvey, I'm a general. But here we go on. I have seen him ask if somebody will pay you more money, would you not leave KLS? But the thing is that it depends on where you leave for, you know. What if me I work, you know, and a man get up, a company get up one day, a manager, call me one day. And you know, so the man give me 150,000 or more for let me work, and I tell him no. Yeah, right?
I understand.
Because a guy can tell me, say, I must come to work 8 o'clock, and I must leave 5 o'clock. When me have a flexible work. So the 150,000 might sound up, but me can use my flexibility and make more than $150,000 in at the time when he might try time he don't for.
There you go. I'm saying, what are the other aspects of the contract?
But you know how me do my thing for the road already.
Yes.
So me weigh the pros and cons when a man come and say he might triple up my salary. But me understand Garvey's point. Garvey's point is that it might not benefit the athlete to keep Puma, but it might can benefit not only us, you know, but it can benefit somebody else to keep Puma. You understand me? I said that's what me I get from it. It's allegable.
But I would think that if somebody is willing to offer you 4 times the amount of what you're getting now, it would be easier for that person to bribe you, my boss.
No, but what I'm saying, Zidane, that person might not be in your corruption.
No.
Zidane is not brought.
No, man. No, my boss. In all these maneuvering, my boss, people, it seems like when you buy a ball, the man who can offer the agent the most money is them get the players, them, brother. That's how it works.
It happens to all the while. You have a man where you give a contract. When he will look for you when the contract done and give a thing, and you have a next one now give $1 and see how much money he make. Don't look on it so.
So why you want to look upon it one corrupt way, but you don't want to look upon it the other corrupt way?
No, but what me I say?
No, say no balance.
No, what me I say, it can be beneficial for the athlete.
Yeah, and I'm saying it could be not be. Maybe the other people them offer the man their money as well, and them say no, we don't want the money. We are stick with Puma. We don't understand why you want me to look at it one way.
What I'm saying, you can't stick with Puma for nothing. The clause has to make sense. Why you know want more money as Garvey said?
You see, my one issue with this, you know, is the fact that the J3s up to this point are not prepared to come publicly and discuss it.
And they are not obligated to do either.
That is it again. But I'm saying
Yeah,
once that is not happening, then people like Garvey will feel that they have just causes to be suspicious.
No, but think about it, Orville. It has to benefit somebody somewhere, either the athlete or the administrator, for the thing to go through. Whatever benefit it is, just think about it logically. It must have gone and put somebody at a disadvantage or an advantage why it now go through.
I agree.
That's simple. Me and you and Zidane might not know, and Garvey might not know. All we do is speculate. But I have seen where people where you think would have give you money when the project don't give you a dollar. And the next man where you think now give you, I just say go Zidane, so you can't say because them have more money. People with more money than me, and people don't have no money.
So how you are say it might have benefit somebody there for them keep the Puma?
No, we just it's alleged.
And me allege to that the normally the big man with the bigger money can offer a bigger bribe.
Yes, but Zidane sometimes in the working world, the man with the more money than me now.
And sometimes it means the man must be loyal to Puma.
No, it have to benefit somebody.
You don't understand this, man.
Somebody like Zidane.
But don't understand how you want to look at anything one way, my boss.
No, but Zidane, what me I say? A two player in it. The administrator or the athlete. It has to be advantageous to somebody.
The athletes don't sign. The athletes are not the one who will sign the Puma deal. It is It is the J3As that will that.
No, but the J3As are acting on behalf of the athletes and the administration.
Right. So may I say is not the athletes determine whether the contract is signed or not?
No, we understand that, but what I'm saying, somebody is going to be put in an advantage or disadvantage.
Right.
Because
yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Who would the money come to? Once you sign the contract, who gets the money? To this
J3.
Then if me I get 4 times the amount of money, I mean, as a craftsman. Me not get the opportunity to craft more money, my boss, out of the bigger money. Me not understand the point.
All right, how you know what the contract says?
That is it again.
How you know what the Puma
No, but
contract
me ask you who collect the money, you know. Once me collect the money, you know, QC.
Zidane, let me tell you something. Morocco charitable organization.
No, but this is not charity though.
No, but what I'm saying is that when the people give them money, there's a percentage where you can't go more than certain amount for administration, and you must follow strict guidelines.
You see, all of what we do, we are speculate because we don't know the inner workings of neither the Puma contract nor this Adidas.
The Puma or the Adidas contract.
We don't know the finer prints, and until I know the finer prints, I don't know who to blame. All I am saying is that it would be nice if the J3s, and even if them can't talk directly, even if them can't come and say this is on the table monetarily, but you know they should be skilled enough to come and explain without getting to the final details.
No, because next time you don't know if you can't leak out for the people. I might be next 5 years them approach again.
No, it's not a matter of leaking out. The Jamaican public wants to know why is the J3s signing with Puma rather than Adidas. And despite that being on the forefront of many discussions, the J3s, well, me don't know if them not do it. Put it up, because me not say them not do it. But I haven't heard any. And when I reach out, them basically now.
They told that legally there are ramifications if them expose the people them something.
And I'm saying, I know you can talk without having to expose them legally. Use analogies. Say, boy, here what? Let us say, Mr. Higgins, the dollar figure is 5% more from here to here. But what if by giving us 10% or 30% more, you are taking away some rights that we have now that we do not have then?
No, but
them can't find a way to spin it. All right, I want to say something to you. They were saying these things to me. But you say because I don't know what I said, me can't.
Okay, you can't pin. You don't want.
Yeah.
Word for word.
Yeah.
Understand.
You know them them a try to tell me why in a parable. Me don't want the parable.
Okay.
Me said make the public get the parable.
Can come back and sue you and say him never say X.
Right. So me I say, you don't want me to explain the parable to the public. I can't go to the public with the parable.
I don't need.
No, me I say if there is going to be the parable to the public, uno come get the parable. I am willing to come to the public with direct information, not parables. But they have refused.
As Garvey said, we have to allude to the fact and say, boy, it must be advantageous to the J3A. Them can't be so dunce. Based on the pros and the cons in terms of the contract, why?
What do you mean by advantageous for the J3As, though?
Might take over the right of some of the players, them are taking just like what Orville say. Because you can't get more money than Zidane, but it asks more.
Okay. All right.
Them say to whom much is given, more is required. So that's a Bible too. Once you get more, they are going to ask you for more. I'm going to give you more money. He might give you more tasks.
All right.
I just sorry, go.
Okay.
You sound fairly balanced today, Cubes.
Yeah. Garvey, I'm my friends. I'm not.
All right.
Look for more. Look for more.
All right, so that is QC. 615-2841. I will keep stressing. After tomorrow, we can't test cricket live. We'll see a few more texts, Miss B, anytime you're ready. Oh.
Text message. It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
All right, this one says, hey, gents, re-win this team selection. What I remember from the Grenadian pitch, it is usually a low, slow, and turgid surface akin to Guyana. If it plays true to form, I would go with 2 specialist spinners, leaving out Alzari. Such a surface would suit us better, because if we give this Australian pace attack a fast track, they will kill us. If what you mean by 2 specialist spinners is 2 plus Rastan, that not going to happen. That won't happen, my boss. What does this one say now? Good day all. J3 seems they got some personal favors in that deal. No one can tell me that's not the case. Now hide my name. Fuzzy from Outer East. So this is Fuzzy saying now hide who he is. Somebody says Shatu is clearly not a cricket fan. He just wants to oppose. Garvey says, I love you too, texters. Whoa, Garvey's... That's a very mature answer, Garvey. If the coach fails to carry us to the World Cup, then Speed should be sacked. Oh, we read that one there already. Somebody say, show us a chart. Catching efficiency in Test cricket since 2023. And ask, where is West Indies? Because we see India, 80%, New Zealand, Sri Lanka, South Africa, England, Australia. And the person doesn't see West Indies. So West Indies nowhere near, based on this chart, near the top of cricket. That is it. I think we did see one from below average earlier. I don't know if it's at the bottom of the pile. Below average is berating us fairly, I think. Below average, where is it? But me did just glimpse it a while ago. I don't know where it gone. That Mr. Speed is not the technical director. He's the head of the technical committee. And I think we did make that mistake. All right, below average, big up. With that, we take a break. We'll come back.
Give a little, a lick something. US $1 JD 150 every time you receive a remittance from Lasco Money Transfer to sponsor a social project selected by the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. Say, I want to donate $1 to the cashier. Donations accepted at these locations: 38.5 Red Hills Road, Kingston 10, 15 Chandos Place, Poppin Square, Kingston 10, and Shop 203 Bayway Shopping Center, 3 St. James Street, Montego Bay.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by EdgeChem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
LeBron James is set to play a record 23rd NBA season after his agent said the 40-year-old has exercised his option to extend his contract with the Los Angeles Lakers. Rich Paul said James, the NBA all-time leading scorer, was targeting a 5th NBA championship after activating a $53 million deal play option for the 2025-2026 season. He knows the Lakers are building for the future. He understands that, but he values their realistic chance of winning it all, he told ESPN. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by EdgeChem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater.
$20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal! Fast Rich Financing.
Are you ready for something mega? Spend $6,500 or more before GCT. Drop your entry in the box and you could win a 2025 Hyundai Tucson. It's the Mega Wheels Tour promotion. April 5th to September 28th. Second prize, a $50,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Third prize, a $30,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Brought to you by Hyundai, Redstone, Heineken, True Milk, Grace, Walker's Wood, Downing, CPJ Daiquiri, and Carry Burst Juice Concentrate. Only at Megamart. Locations island-wide. Megamart. Best value by far. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act.
Jamaica, your favorite gospel show on television. The Jamaica Gospel Star is now on TVJ. God's people on the move. Tune in for powerful performances to lift your spirit and move your soul. 10 finalists, 4 elimination rounds. When the dust settles, only one will be left standing as the 2025 Jamaica Gospel Star. Sundays, 8 p.m. on TVJ, starting July 6th. Powered by Sagicor, building trust one generation at a time.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back. The number 615-2841. We go back online. Hello.
Yeah, man. Hello. How you doing?
Badger the Great.
Oh, man. Hi, Miss B. How you doing? You know, me, Miss B. Favorite caller, though. Hi, Miss B.
Yeah, Miss B. For what?
Smile over there. I'm my favorite caller.
It's true, Miss B.
Yes, man. All right, so 2 things quickly within the time frame now, right? This contract thing that I've been talking about now, right? Do we know the details of the Nike contract?
It's Puma and Adidas me I hear about. I never know about
Sorry, Adidas. Sorry. Adidas contract. Do we know the details of the Adidas contract?
I don't.
Mr. Higgins, do you?
No.
Once a while ago.
No. Mr. Higgins just said I don't.
Mr. Matthews, do you?
No.
No. Do you know the figures that they're offering? I would just hear say it more.
It's being reported that it's
Rumored
significantly more.
that is more. Yeah. You can work 2 days for a week and collect 40 grand. And somebody is telling you that you must work 5 days or 7 days and then give you 50 grand. You understand? It sounds like more money, but when you do the calculation, you'll be doing more work. You understand? That is the first thing.
Yeah, the man of the 40 more valuable than the man of the 50.
Yeah, you understand? So even though we hear more money up front, we have to know the details of the contract before we start to say whatever we are saying.
Yeah, man, but that point was already made by Orville.
Yeah, man.
Oh, Orville did? Oh,
yes.
Yeah, all right, good.
Yeah,
you understand? So until then, me not think, and then Zidane, you made a brilliant point. If me one taker, one scammer,
yes,
then me not got more money to take from.
Usually it's the case where they go for the bigger money. When they're offered bigger sum, they have more money to work with, to maneuver, to slide there. You understand?
I remember say we are signed with Puma from a longer time, and Puma signed us from a longer time from Usain Bolt and all them people. You understand me? I say?
Yes.
So maybe they are looking into that, and if you sign with another shoe contract or so, and can the individual still wear their Puma gears who signed with the individual contract? Mm-hmm. Remember, Cricket West Indies did have a problem with that one time when they switched from one cable company to the next, and cable wires you to sponsor some of the players, and when them to did the sell, it was a problem because they wanted to wear their cable and wires gears because it was an individual contract. Mm-hmm. And it was a problem. You remember that?
Yeah, man, I remember.
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe if them switch now, the individual person, the sportsman, and the people who is with Puma, I gonna still want to wear their gears. I mean, that is a problem. You understand? And so them said, we're gonna stick to Puma, yes. Everybody happy and them just leave it alone.
Yes.
But until we get that, we really can't say. You understand?
Yes. Too much speculation.
Too much speculation. I don't want nobody run from this and say, why they don't want to sign because of this or because of that. It could be in the best interest of the athlete. You understand? It could be that, you know. If they sign, a problem because the people want to put on them Puma gear same way, and the JAAA cannot have that because them signing that Adidas now, and a problem. So leave that until. You understand? And too much speculation. Yeah. The next thing I was saying, I heard you read a text earlier on. Somebody said that we must go with 2 spinner plus chase, right?
No, they just said 2 specialist spinners. They never said.
2 specialist.
Yeah, I don't know if they meant that Chase was a specialist.
Oh, but we went with 2 specialist spinner in the first game, so
I don't know if you call Chase a specialist spinner though.
Right, good. So they're talking about 2 specialist spinner plus Chase.
No, and I'm saying, me don't know if that they mean. Me don't know if the person consider Chase as a specialist spinner or not.
Right.
So me don't know.
All right. So let's say go with 2 specialist spinner plus Chase. Because Chase have to play in Orville.
No. What the person says is that we must go with 2 specialist spinners. Now, I don't know if he considers Chase a specialist spinner.
All right. So I say that now go or that should not. Which one I may say?
We will not play Chase plus 2 other spinners.
We should not or now go or you think that we should or what? Because let me tell you something, right?
Yeah.
Steve Smith, you consider Steve Smith one of the best batsman in Australia side. No, sir. I better batsman in Australia side, right?
One of the man, not the best batsman in the Australia side.
All right, good. So we are going to use Steve Smith as the benchmark now, right? Yeah. Steve Smith averaged 63.03 against spinners. We're talking about our spinners now, you know. Our spinners now.
Against what kind of spinners?
Spinners, all spinners. Spinners, he averaged 63.3 against spin bowling.
Is that
understand?
So? Yes.
Yeah. Against fast bowling, he averaged 55.5. Why in God's green earth, so Steve Smith coming back now, the best batsman in Australia side, somebody would really want to say, give them spin.
Yeah, but
West Indies?
Then what if the other top 5 are weaker against spin than pace?
Okay. And so now, all right. So listen to this now. We are talking about the top batsman.
Roger, listen what me do. I know you weren't prepared for that question. But
I'm going to answer you in a minute again. Just give me some time. We are talking about Steve Smith.
No, we can't just talk about Steve Smith, my boss. There are 6 or 7 top quarterbacks.
I am.
No, but that would be a foolish way to look at the thing. I don't know what the stats are, but let's say that the stats say the top 6, Travis Head is weaker against spin. Cameron Green is weaker against spin. What the other one them name? Josh Inglis is weaker against spin. What if we find out that this Alex Carey is weak? What if we find out that except for Steve Smith, the other top 6 Australian batsmen are weaker against spin than pace?
Okay.
We should go in just because Steve Smith is better against spin. That would be rubbish, my boy.
All right. When England came up with the bodyline series, was it for the whole Australian team or was it for one man? Which one?
One man.
One man.
That man was averaging 99 in Test cricket.
And I'm saying to you, Steve Smith is the best batsman in Higgins. If you get a big answer to your thing, you must not say, whoa, but you find a big answer, you know. Because they planned a series for one man.
True.
And I'm saying, to you, Mr. Higgins, it is foolhardy, and he's the best batsman. No current, hold on, look, listen to this now. No current Australian batsman find difficulty against spin bowling.
They don't?
Yeah.
Which part you read?
We read it. We just read it. Go and find it and you read it. And I'm saying to you,
No. Then you have to tell me when we can find that.
Well, I know. We are planning for and it is foolhardy, Mr. Higgins, to tell somebody, say, you must give them spin when the best batsman average 60 something against spin. What do you say about that, Mr. Matthews? Start the truth. Now, a big argument that Badger you fight. Say God knows.
Decent.
But
decent enough, not you.
You're not like to spit at him none at all. Yes.
No. Forget about me. Forget about where me don't like, brethren. I am just saying to you, if Steve Smith, the best batsman who can take away a game from any team, look, and you average 100 and odd. Oh my goodness. 100 and odd against the West Indies.
By the way, where we can find the info of what Steve Smith averaged against spin versus pace? Where we can find it?
I will send it to Zidane Matthews and he will send it to you. I'm saying to you, boss man, that listen again. If the man average 100 and odd against us, the best batsman against us, and you are going to feed him with something that him average more in a
when him average
Mr. Matthews.
Well then
Mr. Matthews.
When him
no sir, me God. Say what you say.
That average that he has against us, what kind of attack we were using against him?
I am not sure, but what I'm saying to you is that we can't give him the attack more that he is prolific against.
Maybe
the
question is, what is his average against spin versus pace in the Caribbean? What if we find out that? What if we find out that in the Caribbean he's more likely to get out?
Mr. Higgins,
you don't know.
Average overall.
No man, you can't just look on the things.
Hold on, Mr. Zidane, you really sit on this and say no, Mr. Higgins.
No, me I say
average include it was also included against the Caribbean, and it show, and in the Caribbean Steve Smith averaged 100 and odd, and then we will find out say him average more against spin, and you really I got to say something about that, Mr. Higgins. Oh God, just say
him average more in the Caribbean against the West Indies, but we don't usually use more seam. But we usually use more seamers doing our attack though, Badger.
That is exactly.
I'm not saying no, but what I'm saying to you is that him make more runs off the spinner, so we cannot give him more spinner in the Caribbean, Zidane.
He make more runs off the spinners in the Caribbean than pace.
He make more runs off the spinner overall.
But we want to know what I'm doing in the Caribbean.
Oh, for Jesus. He average 100 in the Caribbean.
Against mostly pace.
Against pace.
No. So you,
what do you mean
right,
no?
Give him, well, all right, I'm mostly pace.
Yeah.
So you will give him spinner now.
I'm not even saying that neither. I just look for you.
Yeah, but I think the point Orville is making is that how will he do against... Remember, went to the Pakistan specialist situation. How will he do against spin in the Caribbean?
The Pakistan situation, then Orville say he is not giving the bowler any credit in that thing. He's giving the batsman the more credit because that pitch was doctored.
No, but I'm saying, what if the conditions suit the spin so much that they can do a good job against Smith? You don't know.
In the Caribbean?
Yeah.
That him average more again.
Because clearly he would have been dominating the seamer so far. So.
And if you give spinner now,
him average 150 against in a spin attack.
Come again?
Does he average 150 against predominantly in a spin attack?
You check that, Zidane.
Okay, but you should have checked that if you want your argument to be
No, Zidane. I can come back tomorrow and give you that too.
Yeah, man, give me that, man, and then we'll see how well it...
But you find a big argument.
No, man, I don't know if it's a big argument.
We don't know if the argument
big yet. We don't know yet.
Miss Steve, come in, Miss Steve. Oh, God, man.
All right, Badger, big up yourself. Big up.
Yeah,
we'll take a break. We're coming back.
Oh, you go keep on now.
You're too fast. Hey, me I got Jotex now for buy up my sugar bun, wine slice, bulla, coffee strip, and marble cake, plus some raisin bread, banana cake, and the best rock cake for the pitney them.
Me can get some?
No, go buy your own. Hey.
Jotex Bakery. Visit 20 Gold Street, Kingston, or call 922-5768. Open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Delivery island-wide. Jotex Bakery. So nice, so right.
Conditions apply.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Book and Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a Word in Time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so back online. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, man, what man?
Yes, my boss.
Yeah, man, I'm there. Big up, big up.
Big up.
Yeah, man, I was the one who sent the text. Here, Orville.
Which one?
The one about the spinners.
What you did say again?
No, read the spinners. I spoke about...
about the two specialist spinners. Yeah.
Yeah, man. What I was saying, because if you read the text, I said the pitching Grenada, what I remember from it, it's a low, slow... It's a...
We lost him? Oh, Lord. Try and call us back, my boss. Sorry about that.
Hello?
Oh, you're still there? Yeah, man, you went out. You went out a while ago.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So, yeah, man, what I remember about the pitching Grenada, because it's been a while, it's not a pitch that they will play a lot of test cricketers.
Yeah.
Generally, it's low and slow.
Yeah.
Right? You remember that, Orville?
Well, I don't remember how it... I can't tell you that I remember what the Grenada
It's a kind of Guyana vibes.
Yeah.
So me I say, I think we should have tried and carry Australia upon them kind of pitch there, if we have them. Because them fast bowling too good. And we can't bat.
For we fast bowling, not bad enough, but for them better.
Yeah, and we can't bat.
Yeah.
So we have to try and kind of equalize it, you know?
Yeah.
So put them, it's low and slow is unfamiliar to Australia, don't it?
Me think we'd have a better chance on wicket that assist spin.
Yeah.
Than wicket than assist pace.
That's all I say. So
you think so?
Bring in most here and drop Azar.
Well, you said that kind of thinking there. As someone want the man them for sound.
Because
you know the reason why we lose. You said when you leg up easily would have start them pass something them more kill with my boss. Although we show you know.
Yeah.
So our pace bowling can rattle them as well.
2 series in a row now.
Yeah.
It only take one of them man if you have a half good day to kill with.
Yeah.
But because...
We not pass 150, brother.
No, man, I agree with you because our batting is significantly weaker than theirs. It's better if we try.
Try and equalize
yes.
them, man. So it give them subcontinent condition. Remember, say Australia was subcontinent struggle against
all right, so
Sri Lankan side.
You want me to read you now, though? The National Cricket Stadium pitch in St. George's, Grenada, typically favors seam bowlers, especially during the initial days of a test. Seam. So may I read directly now. It provides assistance to pace bowlers with noticeable seam movement, making it challenging for batsmen early on. However, once settled, batsmen can score freely as the ball comes onto the bat well. The pitch tends to ease out as the game progresses, with teams chasing often finding success in the fourth innings. Spinners are unlikely to have a significant impact on the surface. So let us read what
you know what I say?
Yeah.
I watch West Indies in 1990. They look like we are tourist place.
Yeah.
We want 3 tourists good enough.
Yeah.
When subcontinent team come here, we are carrying them a Guyana and Trinidad and spinning place. And when enough India and there. And when fast bowling team are come here, South Africa, Australia, we are carrying them a Barbados and Jamaica.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder what is it that determines.
Yeah. Play to the home condition and beat them.
Yeah. But based on what I read here, so brother, that picture going favor pace.
Remember one time I play some cricket there, and the people them say the pitch dead like the dead yard. Because one cemetery there near there.
Oh, I can see.
So it's a kind. If you know what it pitch is clear, you have a kind of black dirt kind of pitch. You know what? It's clear now, the bright, you know.
Yeah.
You know that look that pitch there, Orville?
Yeah, man.
More like sunny night, a sandy kind of soil.
Yes.
That's what I remember of the pitch. But you see, not too much island still. Probably, you know.
Yeah, probably it's in Grenada, but not at that particular venue.
No, man, that's not the one.
The one test venue, them.
I don't think
the National Stadium.
Wrong.
All right.
Eh? I don't know what to do, but if we give them fast pitch, them on murder we again. And Jamaica a fast pitch too.
Make us see.
That means we don't carry them on the 3 passes pitch, yeah?
Yeah, but we get a pitch that was fairly lively down Australia and we did beat them, you know. And remember, in other tests here, I am convinced that if the umpire never teeth out, hope them and
yeah.
And
you know what I say?
I believe that we could have beat Australia.
If Australia play to farm,
Yeah.
if them play 100% of them, we not no chance against them.
No,
If
but
them
me
play-
but
play 60% of them potential, we not no chance.
no, but we
In
did.
this match,
Well,
Australia play
no,
about
man,
40% of them potential.
I am
and
saying,
a chance.
here's what happened. We beat Australia in Australia. And in this game, remember this game that there was no Steve Smith.
Orville, that was like one in a 20 year, you know, more long before that.
I am saying if take away the umpiring of errors and take away with bag of drop catches,
Yeah.
we could have win the game.
And take away with ordinary batting.
I am saying even with the ordinary batting, if we just take we catch them and the umpire never did that move.
Too much thing have a line up will beat them.
No, but usually you won't get 4 bad decisions against you in hours.
Yeah.
And usually you don't drop
We
6 or
agree,
7
man, but
catches.
We had such a chance, man. If we make 200.
So I don't put it this way. I don't believe that this Australian, well, with Steve Smith coming back, it changes the dynamics. But I don't believe that this Australian team minus Steve Smith is that far ahead of us.
If we did make 250, you see,
Yeah.
which would have given them a 70 run deficit. By 70 runs, they would have lose like 5 wickets, you know.
Big man, I just tell us, with we taking the catches, and with the 4th umpire now having a horrid time, we could have beaten that side.
Listen, me the West Indies, you know, I'm West Indian.
Yeah.
I want to beat it, you know, but our best chance is prayer, yeah? Chocolate and hashes.
All right, sir. And I'm going to tell us that we are favorites, but the gap between we and Australia, without Steve Smith, is not that wide.
Allegation of swirl against our rising star.
Yeah. I hear it.
Boy, I tell him, we just start, boy, I tell you. You walk in a snow and you get cut up.
Ah, my boy.
Yeah. Big up on yourself, yeah?
Big up.
Yeah, man.
Big up, Leon.
Cool.
All right, Miss B, how we stay now? All right, a few more texts. Is Badger your favorite caller for you? Eh? 1/2. I will. Me not send a text, Miss B.
It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
I'm not seeing any new text. Let's go on the YouTube and see what they run on the YouTube. I remember, people, we are on all the channels. All right, so here we go. That I read some of these already. Carl B. No, let's start with Conroy Swaby. This is on the YouTube, so if you go on the YouTube, you will see these comments. Garvey disgusting bad. No, sir, says Conroy Swaby. Carl B. says Garvey and Dwight not at their best of late. These recent lines of reasoning lack coherence. Man, they make the big caller Badger look like more of a genius by the day. Badger, the man, them say Garvey and Dwight making you look like a big caller. And what Badger is going to say, if he's a big caller, whether or not. Maurice Foster's 125 against Australia in the first test of the 1972-73 series at Sabina Park. So, that is the bigs who was talking about Maurice's top score. Kimali Roseway, best caller, Baggio. Somebody said to me that them like the new Baggio. He's not cantankerous like one time, he's more humorous.
Yes.
Yeah, he used to sound like Garvey.
Yes.
But him start sound more humorous now. Baggio, apparently, yeah, get some traction for
It's
that.
true. It's true, man. Keep it up, Baggio.
All right, Baggio, them say no sound so cantankerous, but you sound more humorous. Somebody said Baggio Shelley is with Nike and she wears her Nike gears. Baggio, you're Bramble because there's Nike athletes who run for Jamaica. This is CC Sports Lab, I said that. And then Kimali Roseway says Garvey always trying to mash up the nice show. And then CC Sports Lab says Kimali Roseway, Baggio is talking crap. All right, so you get diverse.
Yeah, I think that is overall. In the country or for the country.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we go back on.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon, man.
Good afternoon. Salty.
Yeah, I was here requesting a song from Miss B.
You were requested a gospel song?
Yeah,
Which one? Let me see if I like it.
No, I'm not tell her a particular song. I tell her about an artist named Andre Crouch. You know the artist?
Oh, no.
I don't know.
Oh, you see, our song said, "Take me back."
Take me. Say one, you take me back.
Take me back, dear Lord.
All right.
My
Maybe.
mother used to play music them all the while, you know, so they always remember about that when they hear them.
Yeah.
So she gonna do it. She gonna do it for me. Shout out to this me.
All right, sir.
Yeah. Hey, this Adidas deal. You know, see, I made a call for yesterday. This deal thing.
Oh, you said something else slipped you.
No, nothing much. As all of us, we don't know the details of the deal. At least me did read one Jamaica Observer article where they claim to give some details at the time still.
Yes, I saw the article as well.
Yeah. But anyway, you know, me say the man with the most money can offer the bigger bribe, but maybe the man that not offer no bribe. So you think about that? Suppose that man not offering a bribe.
Well, QC did say that, but.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, but hear me I say no. The part of it we have a problem with, I mean, here lately mention something like that. It's a loyalty business. Me not think no loyalty is supposed to come into play when you negotiate deals, right?
No, sir, I don't agree.
I don't know if me agree either.
Hear my case now.
Yes.
The shoe company is they're not in it for charity. There is some benefit to them. You agree with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, there is some benefit to them. The JAAA now, for them first responsibility, for them first duty, are the development and anything that is good for Jamaica track and field.
Yes.
That is for them first responsibility. Not no loyalty to no shoe company, right? So, in this kind of thing now, let me give you an example. Now I use Liverpool, my club. When Liverpool never did go on with nothing, them couldn't get no shirts sponsor for a little minute, you know. So they did have something named Warrior. You know, if you remember when they did have some shirt with them, the front tight have something on it named Warrior. When them start improving on them performances, Brendan Rodgers time and stuff, them get a deal with New Balance. Remember my New Balance shirt them?
Yes.
All right. When New Balance go on now and clap come on the team start.
Hold on, Southie. Make we take the 3 o'clock break. We're coming right back. And remember the music, the JAAA selection will be coming up pretty soon. But we continue. Give Southie a few more minutes after the break.
Go straight to Western Sports for all your track and field needs, like spikes, high jump equipment, throwing implements, hurdles, not to mention your team tracksuits, running tights, vests, and shorts.
The time by Western Sports, the sports people, is
3 o'clock.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, you have a selection in just a little bit. But yes, Southie, you were saying.
Yeah, so what me I say, when them have Warrior now, when the Warrior deal end, just like the JAAA, them sign the deal with the whoever for a period of time. When the Warrior deal end, them have some bidders, New Balance come in and a bid, I give them a better offer than Warrior did have with them. They never sell loyalty. Them go with New Balance. Them get more revenue. Them get a percentage of worldwide sales and all them things there. So them take New Balance now for a number of years. When the New Balance deal end, once again it go up for bid again. Nike coming. Them not showing a loyalty to Nike. Them say, to New Balance. Them say this is the best deal around here. So more revenue for the club. More money are coming. Nike offer a better deal. Then just get rid of New Balance and use Nike. Now the Nike deal up, you know where them gone? You know where the next set of jersey will come from? Adidas. Because every time a company come in and sign a deal with them, the deal is for a certain period of time. And once that deal ends and it goes for bidding again, you take the best deal for the next period of time.
No, man, if it's not significant.
That's how the thing works.
We can understand the man them saying, listen, you have been with us for 30 years and you increase every year when nobody was looking in our way, and the offer from the other people not that significant.
Business. That is how it works.
Yeah, but if it's not that significant.
So now, if you're thinking of maximum,
what if after 2 years or 3 years, the new one decides to pull out of the deal?
No, remember, so we don't know the deal, you know, so we can't answer
so that's
just talk about the loyalty.
Yeah, but that is a part of why.
Like
No, but that is a part of why the loyalty come in doing a Saudi, because you have trust there. So you have to say, listen, them money have been consistent for the last 20 years, and they never miss. They deal with us above board in every regard.
Adidas not gonna miss, man. Adidas not gonna miss, man.
Okay, all right.
Adidas is the second biggest sporting manufacturer in the world. So Adidas not gonna miss, right? So if you can't say you loyal to because them did it for 30 years, them gain from the deal too, you know. When them did it for 30 years, them did it for a reason, you know.
Remember,
gaining from it.
Remember,
you know, so they might do it for 30 years, and because of them alone did it for 30 years, them are underpay, you know, so them are
but you are speculating now, this.
But here was Saudi. Remember,
no, I tell you, so that can be a possibility. That can.
But me I say, remember, is somebody else I say a loyalty why they back with Puma. You know? When I hear that from the JHRs themselves. You know?
Yeah, me never like when me hear the guys say.
I later say that, you know.
Feel like say, when you sign a contract for a period of time, and when you have something up for bid, you put it up for bid. You're supposed to take the best deal.
I get your point. But just say, until the J3 say we stayed with Puma out of loyalty, me can't cost them on the loyalty point.
Yeah, me not like you that part.
Yeah.
Me not like you that
I
part.
hear you.
There must be something else. Yeah.
I hear you, but
in this case, the numbers that are rumored, if them take that Puma deal versus the other one based on rumored numbers, then would have to go side with Garvey.
Yeah, because me I hear the difference look dramatically far.
Me not think it's real.
It's too far. That's why I say a rumored number.
It's so too far for somebody to not take that deal.
Yeah, so it would be who would make the decision to take such a deal and what would be in it for them.
So to me say, no administration. That's why I make the point to them, say, if they can give you that amount for your sponsorship, my boss, nobody now say no to that, Sauti.
No, it couldn't.
Because you stand to
no sense logically.
You stand to make more money as the administration.
You see, as long as you not get nothing public, then them just leave themselves open to all kind of speculation.
There you go.
That's how the thing works still. You know, in the US it's kind of different. In the US, like them organization, the J3A, JFF, in the US, them are tax-free, tax-exempted organization. I think them call them 501c. So them have to publish them thing publicly. So a man can go and see. You can see what the president gets for him pay. You see, like how I see a thing what there with God Gill, I said, none of us get paid. None of us get paid here. I don't get no pay. He wouldn't need to tell the people them that, you know, because that's what the publisher and the people them would have say.
I'm looking back at the article, you see, Sauti. Yeah. And let me, this article was so people can find it. It is, the article is titled Jamaican Athletics to re-sign with Puma despite Adidas offer. So what we are here is that there's an 8-year, 40 million offer from Adidas. 40 million over 8 years. What the article is saying as well, the J3's deal with Puma was scheduled to expire on December 31. And there's a particular journalist who's noting that it is not clear how much money the J3s will receive from the new Puma deal. But the old arrangement was believed to be valid in the region of 1 million a year. So what this article, just deal with the article itself.
I think it's a Puma had some right to match, to add some right of first refusal.
But I'm saying the old Puma deal was 1 million a year, if this article is to be believed. We don't know what Puma's new deal is, but the Adidas deal is 40 million over 8 years.
So basically, what it sounds like is like people.
That's how much I hear. 5 million.
5 million.
5 million a year.
It sounds like Puma top up significantly what they were offering for the new signing. So I don't know that. So people just looking at the 1 million and the 5 million. The old deal.
Yes.
They are comparing an Adidas offer to an
old Puma deal, and not the deal that they re-signed back with Puma. Because nobody knows what.
But then I cheer far because even the athlete were defect. A defect, you should have said. He my reference to it too, you know.
Yes, I heard him.
Start a justification for him.
Is somebody put that on the athletes them head though?
Yeah. So, but what me I say, because everything is secret, then them just leave themselves open up to all them speculation.
But here is something, and I'm looking at the article again. The Puma deal also included a right of first refusal clause.
Yeah,
which compelled the J3s to inform Puma of any competing offer. And if Puma matches said offer, the J3s would be obligated to accept. You get what I say?
Yes.
So now...
On that, no, me I got to take it for granted, so they match it.
That's it.
Because there couldn't be anything else.
What we are seeing in black and white, Puma has the first right of refusal. So if there's a competing sponsor, you can't jump ship without tell me
what's the offer.
What's them offer you. And once we are prepared to match it, you have to stay with us. How do we know that all of this is on the table?
Most like that, man.
Instead of speculating. Take a look, my boss. What takes
me? But the man them just come out and say it and kill the knife.
That is my point.
Yeah.
All right, so...
But me not join the loyalty thing. Me join get the best deal we have for the good of us, our country and stuff. Because me not, them shoe people there, them not in it for freeness. We just want to give something. So.
Agree. All right, we could leave it to some of us. Yeah, man. All right, so the Yaba selection now. We should have had that a little while, but you know it, though. And it's the Yaba selection. Big up to Mr. Tony Steins and the Yaba crew. This one is Tomorrow Night and Marie, the number 4 on the Yaba album.
Tomorrow night will be your night for loving. Yes, tomorrow night will be your night for love. I'll hold you close and tell you that I love you. You'll hold me tight and tell me you are mine. Tomorrow night, I'll hold you close, my darling. And squeeze you tight and tell you of my love. Yes, tomorrow night will be our night together. Tomorrow night will be our time for love. Tonight it's just a dance, a touch of glance, romance to follow. Pretending we're just friends until we meet again tomorrow. Tonight it's just a dance, a touch of glance, romance to follow. And so tonight, I'll hold you and I'll lose you. But tomorrow night, that's all I'm thinking of.
All right, so that's tomorrow night, Anne-Marie, brought to you by Yaba. And that's our Yaba selection. Listen out for Friday afternoon, around about 3 o'clock for the other Yaba selection for the week. And we take the break, Miss B, or we go back on? We go back on 9 then. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, CC there.
Mr. CC, how are you?
Yeah, my dear man. Mayor Budget earlier invoked the whole cricket thing with when I say about West Indies sponsorship business and say maybe you have athletes who have certain sponsors and the team have a different sponsor. So more Budget if you answer this, right, Orville? Is Puma the sponsor of every athlete that represents Jamaica?
No.
So then why did Budget bring up that point?
I don't know.
That point don't make no sense. Budget with the company radio. Bring up points to make sense. That point makes absolute no sense. Because Puma doesn't sponsor all of the athletes that runs for Team Jamaica. Noah Lyles is sponsored by Adidas. And Nike sponsors USA Track and Field. So you're trying to... I don't know what you're trying to do, but it made absolutely no sense. Right?
Yeah.
So we move on. The next thing is the contract thing with the Adidas versus the Puma thing. You see, as was previously mentioned, that the word private and keeping certain things secret can result in speculation. But my thing is this: is it because, Orville, that the Adidas deal was leaked with certain details, as in certain details were leaked out in a story as to why?
Hold on, somebody was going around. Hold a line. We'll take a break. We're coming.
Jamaica, your favorite gospel show on television, the Jamaica Gospel Star, is now on TVJ. God's people on the move. Tune in for powerful performances to lift your spirit and move your soul. 10 finalists, 4 elimination rounds. When the dust settles, only one will be left standing as the 2025 Jamaica Gospel Star. Sundays, 8 p.m. on TVJ, starting July 6th. Powered by Sagicor, building trust one generation at a time.
Do you want the keys to discovering your God-given purpose? Would you like a strategy to fulfill your unique destiny on earth? How about a map to help you navigate the twists and turns on your journey of life? Do you, don't you, will you, won't you? If I coax you, would you want to? Don't you want to? Aren't you going to? Oh, come on, you said you would. Hey, this is Everton Thomas, your friend, your bishop, from the Emmanuel Apostolic Church International with headquarters at 12 Site Road in Kingston, Jamaica. And I'm inviting you to join me this and every Friday at 11 a.m. right here on this station for Insights, inspiring conversations for everyday life. That's Insights, Fridays at 11 a.m. God bless you now. Stay awesome.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yes, CC, we're back with you.
Yeah, so me have a different beat in Orville and Zidane that I would like to administer to the J3As. And this is that I think a lot of people missed out this part in with the Observer article, Orville and Zidane. Is that the article states that the J3, the Puma extension was signed before the Adidas offer or the renegotiation period has commenced for the deal. So like before the period for renegotiation started, where you could renegotiate a new contract, there was an extension to the current Puma deal. So what that says to me is that the offer that Adidas made was not matched by Puma because Puma would have already signed with the J3A prior to Adidas offering that amount.
No, man, the Adidas thing I go on long time, boss.
No, but I'm saying to you, the article by Jamaica Observer is saying that J3A signed with Puma prior to Adidas making their offer.
No, but I'm saying that's this offer for the public. I'm saying to you, because I was aware of the Adidas thing long ago, my boss.
Which is fine. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I'm giving you some information now.
So you're saying Jamaica Observer reporters got it wrong?
Lord of his mercy.
No, I'm asking a question.
What may I say? You don't understand.
Yeah, I'm seeing some other things as well, my boss.
No, I'm asking a question. If the Observer got it wrong,
I don't know. I don't know if what may I read right now either, but I'm saying at least I'm giving you a different thing. Despite the lucrative Adidas offer, the J3s choose to extend their contract with Puma. This decision was influenced by the right of first refusal clause in their existing Puma contract, which required them to inform Puma of any competing offers and, if matched, obligated them to accept.
Well, guess what? The J3s, the beating with the alarm is the J3s need to come out and clarify this.
But what I will just read I go against what you're saying, you know.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not going against it, you know. It's not going. What I'm saying is not me saying it is the Jamaica Observer. So Orville is just reading something that is going against the Jamaica Observer, not me. I don't have this information. Well, I saw the information. So the Jamaica Observer is basically being contradicted by whatever Orville is saying. I don't even know the source that Orville is getting that from, if it is the Gleaner or whomever. So based on what the Observer said, that's what I'm going by. And if that is what happened, then that the J3s, why do you not wait until if any other offer came in the negotiation period? Because they were saying that they could negotiate based on the story with Adidas because they weren't within the last 6 months of the previous contract. Therefore, you couldn't start negotiations with another company. So that is what I would like to clarify. And then the final thing I'll say before I go is that why is it that the athletes don't have to speculate or whomever, and there aren't people who are privy to the contractual arrangements with regards to this? Because I'm thinking that the J3s, they get money from the ministry or something as towards funding the athletes as well.
Yeah.
So how is it that the public is out here asking several questions, and this has been an ongoing conversation and the biggest sports talk show for weeks now, and they have not come out to clarify it. That's what they need beaten for. They need to come out here and clarify as to what is the right information. But big up on yourselves.
No, I agree with this.
Yeah.
It would help, even if them can't
go directly, word for word.
Exactly.
Yes.
They don't need to tell you how much money or what. Just clarify.
Just come out,
for example, bring some level of clarity to this.
Yes.
Because obviously the public is interested, and even upon the heels of athletes defecting and even mentioning the Adidas deal. So that means that there are several people who are mixed up in this conversation, and we need some clarification from Mr. Garth Gale and the people who are responsible for J3s.
All right. Big up.
Yeah, man.
Fair point.
All right.
What we do now, Ostar? All right. We still have some time. We still have a little bit of time. Let any new text come in. I see about 2. I don't know what's on the YouTube line, but you always scratch them 2 over there already. In Ostar.
615-2841. That's 615-2841. Remember, people, Test cricket second test starts tomorrow in Grenada, so we won't be here in the capacity of the sports desk. So get your calls in at 615-2841. That's 615-2841 or 676-6968. Call through and let your voice be heard.
All right. As you hear, no show. All right. So make we see if no more new thing come up on the YouTube something. No, we're not seeing anything else new. We're not seeing anything else new. And on the WhatsApp line, let's take the few that we have. One from Baggio Lord CC, you're sending 2 texts and then call about the same thing. I said, what if that is the case? Because if that was the case with West Indies, I merely ask a question. What if that is the reason? All right. Blessed Day Sports Desk. Tell Southie that New Balance own Warrior Sport. So we're just using Liverpool to help popularize Warrior. And after a while, they then let Liverpool wear the New Balance strip. Tell Southie that New Balance own Warrior Sport. So we're just using Liverpool to help popularize Warrior, and after a while, they then let Liverpool wear the New Balance strip. All right, so...
Saying it's the same company, so it wasn't a new person coming out.
All right. And then Garvey says, Baggio the new Lappy. I don't know what a Lappy is. Greetings, Sports Desk. Catalan here. What's the update? Read the light and scoreboard at Savannah Park, and what's your overall assignment of the first test match? I don't think he meant assignment. All right, my understanding is that the scoreboard and lights will be ready for the Savannah test. What's my assignment of the first test? I think probably he wanted to say analysis. I think had it not been for blatant drop catches and umpiring errors, I mean, not about on-the-field umpires, because we give and take with that. West Indies, it would have been a close game, but West Indies possibly could go on to win. All right, we go back online. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, man, gentlemen, man, Gigo in the house.
Good afternoon, Gigo.
There, man. All right, Orville.
Yes.
Few questions, right? Because I try to approach this thing from a realistic, non-emotional basis, you know.
Wonderful.
What's the average of the top 5 batsmen in the West Indies team?
Craig Brathwaite averages a little over 30. Everybody else in the 20s are 1 and 2 probably in them teams.
But you know that's like a bowlers are all-rounder, a poor all-rounder average.
Yeah, man.
So realistically, you know, taking out the emotions and the umpiring and everything, and how we are going to beat anybody consistently with averages like this?
I never said we will beat them consistently, but we did beat them in Australia.
Yeah, but not because of batting, because of bowling.
No, man, we did have to make runs too, man.
Yeah, we made runs, but I mean, it was the bowler. It was
no bowlers, no win no game by themselves.
Who really delivered for us there.
Big man, no bowler can win no game by themselves.
No, but
we batted better. Listen to me, Jigo. We batted better than Australia in the game.
Yeah, but batting better, making like
we all bat
low scores then.
We bat better than Australia in the game, but we win. It's simple, you know.
Yeah, but Orville, if you make 100 and I make 120, you know, I bat better than you, but that means I'm really cut the dash the 120, then I'm going away after the match there. You know.
I'm going to dig up the game. So you understand what I'm talking about. West Indies batted one whole day in that test series, in that test match.
The thing that concerns me doing is that if the top 5 average is so low, you know, you understand me. We're probably going to win a match here and there, you know, but consistently, you know,
it kind
of worries me, you know.
You're not saying nothing what we don't know. You're going to need people to make runs for win cricket.
And
as well as getting people out.
All right. Now, as a cricket guru, Orville, what's the just imagine, close your eyes and imagine a vehicle on a road, right? You're going to a destination. What's the road going to be like for the batsmen? You're talking about this team, the top 5, to improve their averages.
What? May I understand the question?
No, I mean, how we are going to improve the averages? We are going to get some code whipping along the way, and we are going to learn from our mistakes, and we are going to probably become better at it. You think that's a road?
I don't know if I understand what you said. The road to improve the averages to make more runs and out less often.
No, for the batsmen to improve their averages, right? They have to play an extended time, and they have to get some beating. They have to learn from their mistakes, and then they're going to become better batsmen, right? All right. So, in that process now, we'll get beaten. But the objective is for these guys to get better. But when them get the beating for 3 or 4 times straight, then we are going to start drop them and take on some new players who get with low averages again.
who I will get beat again, I will go drop him. You think probably we should probably keep these guys and just swallow the beatings for a while and hope for them get better?
For how long?
that is where you come in now, Orville.
No, I don't think you can just indefinitely pick people when I'm in the runs, my boy.
Yeah, but how you think them will get better then? Because them not playing a 4-day cricket.
Then they're not, you mean them not playing a 4-day cricket?
Not like in the days gone by, Orville. The 4-day cricket is a man take a bag of wicket in the 4-day cricket and make a bag of runs and we say yeah. And they put him in the test cricket and him not really cut the dash because I'm not really playing.
So what are you suggesting? Bowlers. That we must pick some batsmen and just play them for 2 years, no matter what them doing?
Yeah, well, probably that's the option. We should have probably just stick it out and see exactly what's going
on. For how long though? I don't think that you should pick them and them feel like you drop them immediately. But there must be some kind of cut-off where you say, boy, all right. And I think that should be maybe 3 or 4 games. You pick a man, for example, this series. Yeah. So John come back, he has already played 2 innings, him not do nothing special.
Mm-hmm.
You play him in this test, him not do nothing special over 2 innings again. Let's say you play him in Jamaica and him not do nothing special again. After 6 innings, even if you can't go wherever we are going next and him fail again, then when you after 6, 8, 10 innings and you don't get nothing, you have to say, boy, thanks.
And then you go replace him with someone with a 22 average.
Yes, and what else can you do?
And then expect the man with the 22 average must come and give a regular 40 or a regular 50 or something.
So you are saying that pick the same set of people them for 2 years, 6 or 7 series. I don't think that's the answer.
Why? I don't know. Do we realize it's really a problem to have it?
It is a problem. The problem is, the real problem is, the difference between our first-class cricket and test cricket is much too wide.
Yes.
So when you them dominate first-class cricket and step to test cricket, they still have too much to learn. So the reason why our first-class cricket is so weak is because our club cricket is weak. The reason why our club cricket is weak is because our school cricket is weak. The reason why our school cricket is weak because our community cricket is weak. The reason why our community cricket is weak is because the passion gone in the community.
Precisely.
Right, that's the way I feel.
Precisely. And that's the $1 million question, How we're going to reignite the passion.
Call me next week and I'll tell you.
All right, Orville. Have a great weekend. I'm Zidane.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Big up, Jacob. Big up. Respect.
All right. Cool.
All right. We'll take the break. We'll go.
Are you ready for something mega? Spend $6,500 or more before GCT. Drop your entry in the box and you can win a 2025 Hyundai Tucson. It's the Mega Wheels Tour promotion. April 5th to September 28th. Second prize, a $50,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Third prize, a $30,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Brought to you by Hyundai, Restaurant, Heineken, True Milk, Grace, Walker's Wood, Downing, CPJ Daiquiri, and Carryburst Juice Concentrate. Only at Megamart. Locations island-wide. Megamart. Best value by far. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers pride themselves in being professionals in the field of insurance broking, claim settlement, and risk management services for over 35 years. We offer a wide range of insurance services including motor, property, liability, accident, life and international health for individuals and companies at competitive rates. Call 926-3572 or visit 7.5 Haining Road, Kingston 5 or shop number 3, James Plaza, Mandeville. Call 625-6804 or visit online spectrumjamaica.com. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standards.
It is your right to know what you want. Information at your fingertips. It's for the man in the streets, for those in business. Information for everybody. No one has it, so you can use it to develop your community. Your right to know information at your fingertips.
A message from the Access to Information Unit.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back online. Hello? All right, not quite. All right, half an hour to go, or a little bit less than that. The first person calls right now, you get through, 615-2841. So that's 615-2841. 2841 or 676 68.
All right, call through and let your voice be heard.
Yeah.
615-2841. That's 615-2841.
Yeah, so we still have a little bit on a half an hour before the program ends. For the week, basically, people, as I said, remember, test cricket tomorrow. 100th test for Craig Brathwaite. When will the next West Indian play 100 test matches? I don't think we're going to see that again in a fairway lifetime. It took Craig, I think Craig made him debut in 2011 or 2012. So it took him 14 years to play 100 test matches. I don't know which West Indian cricket are going to play. And those were the times when we were getting more test matches and not the look at 2 and 3 games. I don't know if I have anybody play 100 test matches again. So we need to celebrate this tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anyway, back online. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon. How am I sounding? Sound like you break it up here. Am I okay?
From our end, you sound good.
Yeah, man. That's a little louder.
Okay, yeah. So what I wanted to ask you guys, based on the previous contract, right? Puma was given about $1 million a year.
Yes.
So over a 5-year, 8-year period, that would be $8 million, right? Now, if they increase this new contract to anything close to that, explain to me why the athletes weren't being taken care of so much better that nobody has to run away. I mean, imagine I go from 8 million to close to even 35 million. They're more than triple. They're what they had.
Yeah, what sponsorship?
Why weren't the athletes taken care of better than that now?
What do you mean by taking care of better?
Oh, you mean by what? The man can't even get no sponsorship. They're complaining every day. Why? Did they put in place anything for what did they put in new to help the athletes?
Is the sponsorship money to pay the athlete's salary?
What's that?
Is the sponsorship
I'm
money?
not saying to pay the athlete's salary. I'm not saying to pay the athlete's salary, but they should not. So wait a minute. Did you have any significant increase in any other benefits to the athletes? Are they not supposed to help them in any way, whatever?
But I'm sure that the JHS will tell you that they do help the athletes.
Yes.
And we don't know what that money is used to do.
So they give significant. What I'm asking, is not that they help them. They've always been helping. They give them out a little bit here and there. What I'm saying is, with such a 3-4-fold increase, right?
But Carla,
they should be doing significant.
But Carla, first you'd have to know what it costs to run the operation overall before you can say they should be giving them a little bit more.
No, listen. No, man, listen.
What do you mean, no, man, listen?
Wouldn't
you have to know what the expense of the J3 is?
Yeah, remember
boss man, you've been talking all morning. Give me a chance and just answer a couple minutes. What I'm saying is, right? They don't make any of this thing public to us. So it's not our duty. What we're gonna do? Sneak and get a book? If what we're saying is, we don't need to know if you not telling us the detail, how we're gonna know it.
No, but I'm saying
what we need to look at the public, what we need to see, right?
No, but I'm saying you are.
All right. Well, I'm not hearing you well, so this is not the best.
Oh, you're not hearing me well.
Conversation. But let me just say this. Huh?
Yes.
Hold on. Let me take off this headset.
Oh, it's the headset, man. Then the headset I get the problem.
Hello?
Yeah, man. It's the headset I get the problem.
It's terrible.
Better now.
The thing is, do me a favor. Since you hear me, I'm not hearing you well.
You're not hearing me well now.
Why don't you guys try to interview some athletes, right? A bunch of athletes. Just do a survey. See how many of them have gotten any significant differences in what it is.
For example, how much does it cost? Oh, hold on, Carla. Carla,
right?
do you know how much does it cost? Lord of his.
Right, listen, I'm gonna.
You're not hearing.
I can't hear, so I really can't have a conversation.
Oh Lord.
I could try calling back, but I'll listen off here though, and I'll call back tomorrow.
Oh Lord.
Maybe hang up and try.
Hang up and try back, man, because I want you to be on the phone. Hang up and call back.
I'm not hearing. Let me try calling back.
Yes. Because there's some very good question I think I have to ask him. Because I was talking to the treasurer the other day, and the amount of money the man said it cost to put on the national championship that was held last week, millions of dollars. And to travel to these championships, the Olympic and Champions game, again it cost the JHS millions of dollars.
Yeah, I don't know what it costs, so I don't know.
Yeah.
You know the other question that somebody asked me last night. We have a number of athletes who have not yet made the qualifying time to go to the next World Championship. What part will the J3s play in helping them to find meets so that they can get these qualifying times in? Let's take Big Boy, for example, who farmed the fool at the line. Is it the J3's responsibility to get him into meets anywhere so that he can make the qualifying time? Ashanti more in the 200 meters, for example. Clearly, it is within the J3's interest for her to find a 200-meter event somewhere so that she can get the qualifying time. And there are others. If the onus is on the J3's for their athletes to get the qualifying time to go to the next World Championship, then will it not be the J3's responsibility to find fare, accommodation, travel expenses for them to do that? And what part of the kitty will that take up? So all these have to be part of the consideration. All right, Miss B, how is it now? All right, apparently the gentleman has not called back. All right, let's try again. Hello.
You?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, man, a kid, man. You hear me?
Where is a kid?
Kid.
Yeah, man.
What's up?
You know, we're going to put an end out to the local topic with the local running still. We don't need to interview the people and say, we're going to interview them on the program. When you say,
nah, man,
you get the local exclusive them calling the local.
You think we haven't tried?
Even the athlete, them, man. We need somebody, man.
No, man, we don't need athletes to talk about the Puma contract with Adidas, my boss. Athletes can't help it.
Right, not talking about the whole the situation, the whole look mix up with them up with the disagreement with the body for the running whatever and the track and field. We need athletes to come out and.
No, man, athletes always a complaint in every sport, my boss.
No, man, we need a association. For
and
that.
then we need the other now. We need the management now to come out and cheer for them words. That's something. Everything is just speculate. Everybody starts telling them read this and read that, then read that. That better hear from the horses.
Yeah, when the horses them not talk about that Puma, Adidas,
everybody tightly.
Yeah. Me try.
Well, when
you
it
can
comes
tell
to
you
money,
that.
everybody got tightly still, you know. Got that type of thing, you know. When it comes to money, nobody don't really want to talk how much money really make or how much money this or that or whatever. I don't really want to talk about it. But I don't really that I come to talk about still.
Mm-hmm.
I look at things going on what they are Zidane with where man them say Saudi League better than MLS. Where you say about that?
I don't watch the Saudi Arabian League.
I watch it now. Me know that thing about.
I
The
don't
man
know.
them use the style to beat City what they are. But you did watch the game?
No, I don't watch the Bush League, my boss.
A club World Cup they are talking
Yeah,
about.
man, I not rate it, my boss.
Alright. If you look on Al Hilal starting 11. It'll come like a Premier League starting 11. You understand what I mean? Them man them have a star study.
So you're saying that team is a super team?
It's a super team.
Give me some of the names
They
now.
really
Give us some of the
find a
names
team
now.
like that in the Saudi Arabia.
No, give us some of the names to make it sound better now on the team.
Right, hold on there. More on these facts. So more. Yeah, man. Me have it right in front. There's 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Internet I move kind of slow. But the man them have Koulibaly a play for your team.
Oh, one of the better centre halves in the world.
Team, you know. Them have Milinkovic Savic. You know Milinkovic Savic?
Yes.
We used to do Napoli.
Yeah, man.
The man them have Cancelo. Everybody who will know about Cancelo.
Mm-hmm.
Them have we used to play for Wolves, Neves.
Oh.
You know Neves. Them have Lodi we used to play for Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
Them have Mohamed's what's his name again?
Speak up.
Cano. You know remember that ball they used to play in a Bundesliga.
Mm-hmm.
But them have a good side.
Yeah, but that team would not have a chance in the Premier League. But that chance, yeah, but that team would never have a chance in the Premier League, though, my boss. They will get.
No, we know, but No, but no, I said it wouldn't be a walkover side.
So how serious does these European giants take this thing? Are they just going there for the money?
No, it's not a matter of seriousness. It's not about the name of the players. I said them name they would have been more outstanding to people. But if you check the rest of the Saudi league, the team in the States are be a look at your team. I just have one look at Ronaldo and Mane there, and one look at Benzema and Kante over. You understand what I mean? You can pick and choose the two look at good ball length on the rest of the team. The rest of the team are be a bush league player.
So you say the MLS is better? Now all I have to do is go to the ranking, the people who track these things.
When you look on the quality of the MLS, like the players in the MLS, the team them more. Because that me use to say a league better. The all-around team, the whole team them as a make-up.
The House of Representatives.
And not just any one team. Yes, that's the way. That's the right way.
Any one team. So if you even look for La Liga, you know you have the Real Madrid, the Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, but you still have Valencia and them look aside they will come all them look aside they still.
What does it matter if Saudi Arabia League is better than MLS?
No, because man might try if they say CR7 are playing out in a better league than
what if he's playing in a better? But it don't matter, my boss. Messi is so far better than Ronaldo as a footballer. It's not funny. So it don't matter. It don't matter what them want to say.
When them go to this extreme.
There shouldn't even be a call, my boss. You shouldn't even have bench at the top of the radio, my boss. Because everybody knows, everybody we have sense knows that Messi better. And then when Messi go dominate the World Cup and won it, now all the people like that about winning, never them can't say nothing anymore. Yeah, man. So the argument they should have done completely from December 2022.
Still try something, boy.
Yeah, man. Where's the argument that, my boss? It matter if he play in a better league. The man has never won an MVP of any international competition, my boss. That man should not be in any conversation with Messi. Not even a dream.
Look at Nations League go out there, man, try to keep back a height there. Look at Nations League where Portugal win.
Friendly competition.
I tell you, say, yo, Chidi, you know. That's why Ben or Spain never win in the cup. That's the one. That's the only time one.
No, but what does it matter, though? It don't matter if Portugal win, my boss.
No, to see, I said,
yeah, one time, 7 years ago, we used to debate right through Ronaldo Messi. You know, I stopped that long time, my boss. I want to comments we see on Facebook and pass by that. No make no sense. That is a non-argument, my boss.
So it's about the rings argument now. Yeah, that next thing you know that.
Joke argument that. I won't use a save by the Argentina goalkeeper to say Messi increase in greatness. I use Messi play only. Because them say Messi was brilliant, you know. And then the win adds to the greatness. But I'm saying, when the goalkeeper was making the save, it was the last kick of the game. So Messi brilliance done, you know, and the goalkeeper. So if the goalkeeper didn't make the save, you know, they might tell me, say, they only give Messi the extra credit that they are giving him because the goalkeeper made the save. That can't make no sense, brother. You can't use the brilliance save by the goalkeeper and say, all right, we're going to add to Messi greatness. That doesn't make no sense, my boss. Because they will tell you that even if Messi had played the exact same way and the goal had gone in and France won, they didn't want to get the extra credit because Argentina lost the game. That can't make no sense.
Kid, we could do it next week, no? Look like that. We'll come back for the final segment.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get a thing from your brother or mommy, hey, it's a not Insta, it's a MoneyGram. Zoom, Ria, check your phone, your money land. VNBS money transfer. CFA, faster, easier. Sign up for VNBS direct to bank account transfer today. No matter step out, fit in the line. Straight in your account, money reach long time. VNBS money transfer.
Jamaica, your favorite gospel show on television, the Jamaica Gospel Star, is now on TVJ. God's people on the move. Tune in for powerful performances to lift your spirit and move your soul. 10 finalists, 4 elimination rounds. When the dust settles, only one will be left standing as the 2025 Jamaica Gospel Star. Sundays, 8 p.m. on TVJ, starting July 6th. Powered by Sagicor, building trust one generation at a time.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, less than 15 minutes to go now. We entertain and welcome a few more. 615-2841 or 676-6968. We go back online. Hello.
Great Zidane, Orville.
Yes, sir.
Big up yourself, David.
Yeah, man. I have about 12 things to discuss, but I'll just do two right now very quickly. The third umpire, you have to follow it up, especially Orville, if he is going to be given another, any other.
He'll be the standing umpire in tomorrow.
No, because I'm not seeing his name. That's what I'm saying. Is he on it under the board again?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm telling you that he will be the on-field umpire for the next test.
Yeah, but weren't they protesting that yesterday?
No, man. Westerners can't protest that. You can't run off your mouth and get fined like Sammy. But he remains.
I want to see what will happen tomorrow. I really want to see. But, you know, we'll laugh at a lot of things. Like, you know, probably some of the things Garvey says, whether he's exaggerating or not. Something is really wrong. Because I said this to you, Orville, about 3 years ago. But it wasn't really taken on. But we really have to look at it. There are some serious subtleties going on with bias, you know. When you watch it carefully, you notice when there's an appeal with the Australian side, out of almost instinct, the umpire will indicate the ball is going down the leg side.
No, man, I don't know any such things.
Yes,
I don't know what evidence is there. You'd have to bring
no, man,
that
it's there. It came over the radio. It came over the radio commentary, and you could see.
Well, man, like what came over the radio? What exactly?
Oh, the umpire indicates that it's going down leg.
And
I heard that from myself.
No, then umpire not indicates it go down leg when Western is about to.
Not as much. That's what
I'm saying. What is the evidence that you have of that the Westerners get more bad umpiring?
Because I took the time to rewatch as much as I could.
All right.
Was all 4 innings.
Well, guess what? I think I watched either as much as you or more than you, and I have no such evidence.
Well, you need to look at it again, because what I'm saying is what it is doing, it happened on 2 occasions where it stopped the Australian team.
You are saying that Australia, you are saying Australia get more favorable decisions than any other team in Test cricket?
No, not just Australia, England as well. It's least for the West Indies.
So West Indies get more bad decisions than... Let me hear exactly what you're saying, man.
Exactly.
West Indies get more bad decisions than any other team in our world cricket.
Yeah, but if you let me finish, you'll understand.
No, but I want you to be specific. No, you can't.
No, but I don't have a problem explaining myself, so I don't have to be led by what you are.
No, man. I want you to get to the point and then substantiate.
Yes.
So now we know what your point is.
When there is an appeal for an LBW, the umpire instinctively indicates the ball might be going down leg.
What if the ball is outside off?
No, I haven't seen that. I've seen going down leg at least 3 times in a test match. So what that does is stop the Australian team from asking for a review.
No, sir, nothing like that.
Of course. Then what? But if you're entitled to what? 3 reviews without error?
If me think the ball is going to lick the stump and the umpire says missing leg, why should that stop me from reviewing?
Because the umpire, more than likely, is telling you it is definitely going down leg.
No, but if the umpire think it's definitely going down leg, and me think it's definitely going leg.
No, I'm not saying when he indicates it is going down leg.
The umpires usually don't. The umpires
know that it definitely is going down leg.
No, man, the umpires usually. Come on, man, you're talking too much nonsense on the radio. The umpires, for one, don't indicate usually which way the ball going. Them shake them head when they happy. They don't indicate.
You are so wrong on this, Orville. Go and do your research.
But with this caller, I said the umpires don't usually indicate whether it's missing leg or not. Them shake them head when you appeal.
Right. You think, so you have never seen the umpire point?
No, he used the word usually, you know.
Usually,
Right.
Mr.
So he's saying,
No,
that's
and
not the
I'm
norm
saying
for them
this
to
is
say
not
leg.
usually.
No.
This happened in the test match.
But you're talking
You want me to
about
find the info and send it
no,
to
but you're
you?
talking about one test. You are saying that West Indies get more bad decisions than everybody else. I'm
No,
sure you're not.
You are the one saying bad decisions. I told you that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in an appeal for LBW, it is very regular to assist the other number one teams that this ball is going down leg.
And
that's what I'm saying.
No, it's not true.
But it is true. But Orville, it's what happened in the
Umpires
test match.
don't usually indicate where the ball is going.
Usually, but it happens even in one-day cricket. It's a go on.
Clearly, you don't watch enough cricket. So you're talking crap.
I don't watch enough cricket. I watch much more cricket than you.
Not can't go summer boss.
But why not?
Because
if I'm older than you and I'm watching
all right,
cricket.
since me I watch cricket, you don't watch more than me, boss. Not do me that. And I'm saying even if the umpire indicates that the ball is missing leg, and me think it got lick the Miglan leg, what if stop me from review?
Because in the heat of the moment, the team is discussing, you have a few seconds, is it going to hit the wicket or not? If the umpire has indicated inadvertently evil it is missing leg, you are not going to appeal that one.
Big man, stop the rubbish pan the man. Umpire think there was no edge, but me think it edge. Me I go review. That is what reviews are for.
I told you what I'm speaking about.
I am saying the reviews are there, and I'm saying if me think it a go down, if you, the umpire, says him think it a go down leg, and me think it a little leg, I am going to review.
Yes,
that is what reviews are there for. You know, I disagree with you, umpire.
Held by the umpire sticking his finger showing it's going down leg. No, you are saying that is rubbish. You are saying that never happened in this last test match.
You are talking about this last test match.
Yes,
Your
this
statement.
last test match. You're saying it's rubbish.
Your statement.
Nonsense.
Your
Are
statement.
You saying
Big man. Your
happen?
statement that West Indies get more bad decisions than anybody else is that.
You never heard that come out of my mouth. You keep hanging on to that, and I said I can explain myself. Well,
you're not making any sense.
I'm asking you. Are you saying the umpire never indicated it was going down leg? Yes or no?
In the last test match.
In the last test match.
May or may not have happened.
Oh, so you're not sure. Well, there you're backing off. Because
no, me not back off, but me just I said that won't stop me from reviewing.
It will if you are unsure, if you are sure about the review. Then you don't ask, you just hit the sign and review. But sometimes you are going to muddle with the team quickly, huddle and say, what you think? And the wicketkeeper, Ray.
And I'm saying when they huddle, big man, let's learn something. Yes, when they huddle, it is not what the umpires do why they huddle. If the umpire say not out, and we think it out, we are going to review. Not simple something that, big man.
No, man, it's not as simple as you see it, and it's not a rubbish argument.
It is.
You don't. It's not, because if you an umpire, the point is an umpire should not be indicating anything except to shake their head or not respond.
But if
an umpire in this day and age cannot indicate why they have given the decision.
They can. There is nothing. No, man, there's nothing wrong with an umpire signaling him think it a go down leg. There's no rule against it. But I'm saying I can disagree with the umpire that I misleg my boss. What is wrong with you, man? That sound a little better than that, no, man. Waste call this in my boss.
You're frightening me sometimes, you know, honestly.
Waste call this say because umpire say it a go down leg, it might influence me whether I'm a review or not. No rubbish that big, man.
Yeah, it's all right. I forgive you, because you need help.
You're talking rubbish with too much authority on the radio, big man.
Yeah, man, you need
umpire
help.
said missing leg. Umpire indicated a miss leg. Me think it a go lick with leg. What that have to do with whether I choose a review or not?
Because you may not be 100% sure, otherwise...
Then if you're 100% sure, me not review.
No, man, David, they're not going to use the umpire's view to determine if they're going to review or not.
No,
they review when they disagree.
They will be guided by what the umpire says. If they're not sure.
The reason why they review is because they disagree with the umpire's decision.
Yes, depend not for going down leg, not for that.
No one is
disagree with the umpire for
if they think the ball is hitting, no, if they think the ball is
not usually if the ball is going down.
No, but it doesn't matter what the umpires think. They disagree because they think it's hitting.
If
Yes,
me think
but
the ball,
not
I got lick
in
the
this
stump, my
case,
boss. What the
not
umpire
for
have to do with
this
me?
particular
No, man,
case.
you're wrong. Me agree with Orville on this one, David. Why you're
Yeah,
told?
that's all right. Nothing wrong if you agree with
Your
them.
son bramble me, boss.
And your
is
son
about-
bramble with the authority on top of it, man. You
Yeah.
have to do it.
Well, I tell you what. Tomorrow, if God's spirit, I will try.
No,
and
we have-
get in
we have-
earlier
we have
and
cricket- we
try
have cricket
and-
tomorrow.
No,
We have
all
cricket
right.
tomorrow.
Well, so we look out for that. What you can do is see if you see anything of the rubbish I'm talking about. See if you see it in the test tomorrow.
All right. You know, yeah. You know how David would have an argument if the ball pitches outside leg, not hit it.
No, I'm not. No.
You see, well, I
I'm
don't-
not.
listen,
I know exactly what you're saying, so it can't be LB. That's not what I'm saying.
Exactly. So if the
I'm
umpire
telling you
indicate
what
that
I
it pitch
saw,
outside leg,
that the
then me probably
umpire
won't bother
cannot
reviewing it.
be given. The umpire cannot
But
be
to say it
given.
like a lick leg.
Yeah,
in
going
this
down
case.
leg. They're not
They're no business with that, my boss. Them no business
Them
with
are
that.
consulting wicket keeper.
Yeah, as
What
a
do you
keeper.
think?
What
What
you
do you
think? It a lick, and once the keeper and
Say-
the bowler, and
yeah,
them
man.
are going to review, my boss. It have nothing to do with the umpire signaling him think it a go down leg. That is nonsense, my boss. And you know, if you do it, even if you're doing it, you know, if it sounds so authoritative, pan it. At that part there, bother me. You're talking the nonsense with too much authority, boss. Stop it. Anyway.
Big up yourself, my JC friend.
All right.
Good.
That's enough.
Yeah, man. All right, that is it for the program for Wednesday. As you heard, we're saying, unless there's torrential rain, we will have cricket tomorrow. Second test in Grenada, West Indies versus Australia. And I think the start time is 9 a.m. So it's going to go up right through the sports text hours. All right, so join us. You should be joining us. Listen to the cricket. We will be here as well. Right through. So listen to the cricket and join us next week for a full Sports X program. Back again. Then have yourselves a wonderful evening.
That's the Sports Desk for today. Remember to tune in and participate on the Sports Desk Mondays through to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m.
Praise the Lord and God bless you. This is Archbishop Wayne Jonathan Manning I,